round. They're definitely looking like the best team here at the event.
Yeah, they haven't played in a while, so that opening game against Gentlemates, it happens.
Hey.
Vito was interesting. Neither team plays Ancient. They both floated it in the first phase. No one picked it. In the end, it was down to Vitality. With their final ban, they get rid of it. So FURIA, with that Overpass pick, that's where we'll start things off. And they've played it 7 times with this lineup, all 7 times in the last 4 weeks or so. First played it at Fissure, and then 5 times here already at Pro League. So a lot of material for Vitality to prepare.
Kinder's going to be at the front of the pack with his P250. ZywOo didn't have much to report on his early venture, but now Robs was positioned long to spot for this. What is the protocol? Looks like Apex is in between 2 mines as to where he's going to be required. He's the one with the flashbangs. ZywOo stays forward. Robs spots for any confirmation of commitment. There it is. Now those flashes will be making their way over.
Oh, ZywOo gets the opening kill of the series. Goes into the open. Is Robs dead to Caserato. Look for blow by the 2 heaviest hitters, and we've got Apex taking a lot of damage on board, dropping off, going to the bank instead. Remember, ZywOo is still alive, and he's here at the truck.
Oh, the bait, a little bit of a shadow, causes a misfire. Can't seem to find the precision required, and it's very easy for Caserato. A 3-on-3 with Flames on the flank.
Yeah, the flank is huge here from Flames. He's not really given away his position yet either. He's got the element of surprise, and he might not even be required until this point as he peeks into the open. Yuri is dead, and Caserato with a 1v3 ahead of him. That's the first step.
Hang on a second. Okay. Sigh of relief. It's actually Apex that takes the head.
Let's go, boys! I tried, I was really delayed, Robin. I was stairs.
He was delayed with his flashback. Robin was calling for him.
I mean, a bit, but it still got the job done. It's just Caserato full blind hits the shot onto Robs.
Ooh. Okay, that's how he got that?
Yeah, and he gets a second like that as well, just without the smoke. Really clean shooting from Mr. Merriman. And Apex not playing scared with the low HP.
Yes! Oh, he killed you full blind, Robin. Oh.
Just to be clear, I did throw the flash. Just so
He was blind, the flash worked. Not my fault.
Wasn't me. Well, now Caserato on a Deagle, everybody else on a Glock. This could be a nice and easy 2-0 start here for Vitality.
And I know we were talking about it on the final day of stage 2, you know, the draw and FURIA playing Vitality. And it's not about, I don't think FURIA has to beat Vitality to prove that they're a contender or anything, but I think it has to be competitive, right? They have to put up a good fight to really show that they're in this group of teams where we can talk about them as someone who can potentially end up lifting the trophy. They've had a good run over in London, right, making the playoffs, falling to G2 in the semifinal. Then they win Fissure in Belgrade, beating Falcons, beating Mongols in the best-of-5 final. Now here they made the playoffs again at Pro League, and sure, a tough draw to go up against Vitality, but let's see if they're up to it.
There's the first swing. It's going to be Robs coming out of Molodoy. What a shot. Last bullet for Caserato. You'll take that. Now the Deagle falls into the hands of Fallen. Not for long, though, as Apex's grenade hits his mark in a nice little lineup there at the end.
What a satisfyingly tight angle there. Time to get the guns out for FURIA.
Well, there's not much of a gun for Fallen. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go to the Galil. Everybody else, though, on AK-47s.
Would you rather take a Galil or would you have a FAMAS? Change.
Galil.
New
100%.
FAMAS. New FAMAS.
I would still have the Galil.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just the placebo of the sound, Alex.
It does sound scarier. That's true. The FAMAS sounds like something it was made. Ooh, Apex showing us an oldie but a goldie, dropping an extra incendiary for his B duo. Flames happy to scoop that up. Hello, Robs. You are a very aggressive man. Forward position, not alone, supported by ZywOo. Playground becomes somewhat of a vulnerability.
What a scary combo to have to go up against this early in the round. They don't know it just yet, but Robs is starting to pull out now, though. Doesn't want to be sticking around as that smoke fades away. Apex just jiggling into connector, gets away before spotted, and they're able to rejig the defense.
Not much pressure being put towards that B bomb side right now from the side of FURIA, so can save that utility for a while longer. Flash for Toilets comes in. lurk smoke outside of Monster. Let's see how Vitality deals with that. I think it's only there to delay while they hit the A bomb site. Flash comes in. Flames, he got all the info. Let's see if they can buy enough time. That's a nice smoke from Zaivu. Should buy enough time for Apex to make his way back.
Damn, dropping that smoke at 30 seconds, it's going to limit their potency here. So we'll have vision, time-sensitive mission. Yukinda swinging, should be good, but Rob's baited in nicely. Gets himself two. Still need to see that bomb plant. They've got time to do so.
It's very limited now, but Keserato going to get up on the truck. That flank still coming in here from Flames. He's actually got very close in the bathrooms. Past the divider. Will he be able to catch a Kindar? Around the back. Spots Keserato. Going to take his time, line that up. Flames just got the kill, and he knows there's another player close by. That's Yukinda out of divider. Flames rapidly racing, changing his position of his crosshair. Eventually, though, the peek comes in, and the defuse was stuck the whole damn time. Mezzi just gets on it, holds it, and no one peeks him. Vitality steal it away from FURIA.
Yeah, that's amazing work from Flames. The output on that little long... I mean, that's called that long range with an MP9. Quick, clean finish onto Keserato changes everything.
It is a steal, but it all comes from being proactive on the CT side, right? The fact that they flashed in front of that lurk smoke, got the info that no one was there, then he was pushing water. That's what enables him to be on the flank so fast where Yukinda doesn't expect it. And he sells unknowingly Keserato. That's the first domino to fall for the retake to happen for the side of Vitality. The first gun round goes their way. They did lose every single player though, so you can see they have a buy. Zaivu has the op, but that's all their money spent. FURIA back on a buy of their own, so a lot to play for in the fourth round.
Zaivu flashed off the angle. Damage done to Yuri inside of connector. Half his health gone, but no one dead yet.
And Zaivu stays aggressive because he knows there's no op for the T's. You know, even if they buy, there's no way they can have an op, so he has a bit more freedom to go for these peaks and take these angles.
Very strong setup between the two of them. Mezzi and Flames ready on B. And again, they've still held onto their nades for so long. Robs looks like he's going to give away a frag. Yeah, Molodoi finds him. Ooh, bit of damage onto both of them, actually. Flames and Mezzi tagged up by Yuri. Is this a late pivot? 25, and the bomb is running A. Eyes on that Zaivu sniper.
No more util for FURIA.
Oh, Zaivu on the truck, ready to go for the peek. Out into the open, but Molodoi breaks him open. Yukinda follows up, that's the sight, and that's the round.
I mean, that's the beauty of Overpass. You keep your options open. It goes from feeling like it's probably going to be B to, oh shit, they're on A.
Yeah, you can just make that rotation so quickly up the stairs through connector. And, you know, Molodoi in this round excites me. He's got a double kill on the T side. He's got the AWP in his hands now. You mentioned a lot of the Overpass presence that we've seen from FURIA, Yanko. You know, thinking back to Stage 2 and some of the big moments from FURIA, you remember Molodoi on the CT side. Just the shots he's getting from the back of the dice box, the impact he's finding towards bathrooms. Such an exciting player, in particular on this map right now for FURIA.
Yeah, absolutely. On every map.
Yeah.
I feel like you could make that argument. Yukinda has also had some great games for FURIA on this map against Aurora to qualify them in the playoffs, but also at the end of Stage 1. They were in the 2-2 game all the way back there, managing to take down Bait. Overpass was the decider there. Yukinda with 27 kills, Molodoi on 21, leading the way for FURIA.
It's kind of crazy we haven't seen a single Vitality FURIA head-to-head this year.
It's wild to think about. When was the last one?
Shanghai made it.
Yeah.
That was all time.
So a 10-month gap between these two locking horns. And FURIA, I mean, they're a completely different beast now, are they not? Oh, been a while since we saw the triple boost erected. It's for that playground cross.
Yeah.
And they hit the headshot.
The frontalis boost.
Wow. It's great to watch it when it works, and ZywOo certainly making it work. Vitality, and around where they have some weaknesses in terms of the weaponry, able to get the opener off with a bit of ingenuity.
Split up B, but the rotation is already coming in from Vitality. They're all going to be here.
And you think, oh, let's force the issue that was 3 long just a moment ago.
Messi peeking on up. It's Cacerado to shred him, no issue. Minute 5 seconds left. Another kill from ZywOo's scout in this round. And it's a little bit uncomfortable now for FURIA. They're not in the bomb site. Vitality are shrinking the space they have to play with, and you've got Flames coming in from short as well. ZywOo cast aside, but it's Flames in this position that could be the man to deliver the heavy impact.
Yeah, he's kind of considering 2 options of pushing the smoke. Now knows it's going to fade soon. Apex has done a little bit of a distraction, confirmed now by Yuri. Rops' presence now noted. It's Flames, the unknown entity, reveals himself with a nice catch with the Kalash. It's just Molodoi.
Oh, and he's hit the quick shot. We were just talking about how he can be the highlight, and he's looking for one here. The 1v2.
Didn't spot the leg.
He taps, it goes into the fight, and Molodoi makes it look so easy.
He really wanted to stand up there. The damn cables.
Wanted to do something.
He had energy he needed to disperse.
Yes.
Not quite sure what happened there. The headset came off, but...
Very good. Very impressive. I mean, that's both players' snipers showing what they're made of. This is Yakinda's death. He's going,
Fair enough.
Fair enough indeed. What a crazy 1v2 as well. Like, it felt like Vitality did everything right. They couldn't
Got
catch
stuck on the
Molodoi.
chair.
Yeah, poor guy. He got the armrest hamstring in his celebration. But either way, I mean, they've finally broken Vitality. Now the question is, you know, can you get this one clean? No trips over your own shoelaces here. Just be cool.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate for Flamesy because he's on that flank, but the smoke short was from the CTs. So he got delayed, couldn't really play immediately, then gets stuck to some extent.
Cool game plan.
So it was a really important round because you can see the money on the side of Vitality, right? They're going to get 2,400, so unless ZywOo gets, well, multiple kills here, he won't have enough money for an op. Right now, he'd have enough for a glass cannon. Let's wait on a second. We've seen crazier things happen at Pro League. Hello?
Oh, he's got a kill here, Apex as well.
3.
Yeah, you might be onto something here, Yanko. Let's see if FURIA can recover this 3v5 situation.
You can see they're all going to recede now. You've got the early advantages. You still definitely don't have the advantage in the weaponry department, but now your advantage is time, it's positioning, it's the extra numbers. 30 seconds, that bomb still finds itself at the entrance of bathrooms.
Dude, if he hits that.
Yep, I know.
It was pretty close. Edge of the seat start from Molodoi every time.
Rops?
Hello? Yes, they have, but that Eagle not able to get much done. Yakindar getting the double kill. I just saved the day here for FURIA. 15 seconds, that bomb finally going into the site.
Boosting.
Oh,
you got the info, you know Yakinda's screaming.
Oh, millisecond on it. Yakindar giving him the info, and he's just going to use it himself because into the peak. That's ZywOo down. Apex sprinting up through Con has been detected as well. He'll grab that AK and try to run away with it. And we'll see if Flames can back him up. So, ends up being a tight game, 3-3 off the back of the Molodoi clutch.
Yeah, I mean, so far, you know, these rounds, it was a Molodoi clutch, and now we've seen Yakinda just save their bacon from a 3v5. Important work into the A site. Didn't play too scared.
You're just caught in transition a little bit because Robs was in a good position, but no one was really close enough to bait for him.
Right.
Felt like would have been able to get at least a kill.
Flames wants at least a gun. It's only going to be the MAC-10 from Yuri's corpse. Better than nothing.
This is Yakindar's
4-3.
Yeah, maybe
right there, man.
It's his own 4-3.
The crazy thing is, if Robs just turns and doesn't move, he would just kill him in the side. It was because he moved a little bit that he came within.
Yeah, the peripheral vision.
Yeah. Or maybe it's not even 4-3. Just he's.
Yeah, I think Hugo checked and he doesn't play 4-3.
No?
So I think he.
Oh, so yeah, when you say his own 4-3,
yeah,
you mean
he literally created himself by getting
proximity of his eyes to the screen.
happened on Overpass as well in stage 1, where he let a Tech 9 run past him and he didn't see, and ended up being a round loss. So it happens every now and then for Yukindot. Here's the connective fight. Rob's coming down to the bottom of the stairway.
Important smoke. Don't want to be caught out by any of the boosts. Fallen. Very loud about this, and he's just owned Robs.
Get owned.
Puts him in his pocket. Woof, he's not done, is he? He wants more.
Oh, he's gone after the smoke. Flames getting ready for the drop down. Okay, Flames able to get it. If Fallen wins that fight, it's just a little bit ridiculous, but Yuri's so close to dying, actually handles the pressure, capitalizes on the kill on Flames. We've got ZywOo sensing a gap and able to stop Yuri from getting up on top of those stairs.
He was tracking the movements of Yakinda, like fully distracted. A missed shot from Molodoi. Doesn't make that same mistake twice, though. And that will lead the bomb to be completely in limbo. K-Serata was heading B, now finds himself going to partner up with his nearest ally in Yakinda. They've only got 20 seconds, and it's just going to be a 1-1 division of labor for the defense.
Feels like even more so than the man advantage, the health advantage will play a bigger role since ZywOo, the sole defender, only on 11 HP.
They go for a spam?
Let's see. Goes up on top of Dicebox. That's one kill stolen away. Tucks his head down. 5 seconds. That's the bomb. He's made it to the site. Yukindot realizes there's no time for it. And it just cancels the plant, and it ends up being a vitality round off the back of ZywOo stepping up in the dying embers.
That was brilliant. I mean, it's not going to be in a frag movie. You know, no one's going to be sitting there, call 911 now.
Yeah.
No dubstep drops after that one, but incredible. The output from your solo A, they're clearly running into the site, and he manages to punish using their own smoke against them. 10 HP, 1v3 on A.
ZywOo making the perfect play.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah, finding the only real way to win that.
Truly.
It's just incredible that ZywOo always finds that opportunity, that finds that pathway. And you see Yukindot gets onto the site, realizes can't win it, and ZywOo's just stolen away in the final seconds.
Really important round, but they're still in a tough spot with the buy. As you can see, no op on ZywOo. Molodoi still has his. So even though it was a bit of a blunder from FURIA, they can win this round. We'll forget about it.
Oh. Yukindot losing 20 of his HP. We've seen Rops try and go aggressive multiple times in this exact play. How far does he push it this time? Right around the corner into the double. Okay, Rops. They're going to be reeling from that one. Yukindot and Fallen both lose their lives from a Rops play to the side of the smoke.
Wow. I mean, seeing that timing with X-Ray, it's perfect. Yakinda's holding, housekeeping the smoke. Someone calls for a nade. As soon as he starts to fall off of the line and pull out his nades, Robs gets the timing through the smoke. The 3v5 before, they were only on pistols. I can't help but feel this one is asking a little too much of FURIA. Not going to stop Yuri from having a go, though. Staying active as well on the CT side.
See how Yuri immediately goes back off of the sound cue of the flash. He doesn't want to allow them that information, that map control. ZywOo stays aggressive, finds Molodoi. Now a 5v2.
Just a matter of time before this round is added to the tally of vitality. 5-3 scoreline ringing out, and you said you wouldn't really mind if you lose that previous round and come back and win it. You lost it in the first few seconds.
Yeah, this is now it has become a problem, right? Because the money isn't great on FURIA. Most likely looking at a half.
Don't die after the time. Don't die after the time.
Oh, they're going to come for you.
Oh, no. $300. Oh, my God. It gets worse for FURIA. K-Serata with $300 in the bank.
They've had a couple of really tough rounds to lose, a back-to-back. With the ZywOo 1v3 or the time up against them. This one from Yakinda, a nasty death. I mean, look at this. He's just cycling through his nades, and the fact there's no trade. He's hidden perfectly by the smoke. Like, it's just, it couldn't be better. His positioning, his timing, and his execution.
I really thought he was looking.
They've pushed the chips to the center of the table. And And with the early AWP towards Fountain, he's got nothing to report. So now Vitality, high alert. It likely can't likely be.
Nice try. Good try. Guys, relax a little bit, okay? Everybody is a little bit stressed. Everybody makes mistakes. Doesn't fucking matter.
No surprises, Yakinda. G'ing up the boys.
How do you react, Alex, when someone tells you to relax? Are you immediately more relaxed? Are you
Yeah,
more stressed?
typically, as soon as they tell me to relax,
Yeah, like, great idea.
I'm like, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah,
Calm down, man.
I'll just calm down. Yeah. Thank you for suggesting that.
Well, let's see if it works out for Furia. Yekindar.
It was the second part I liked, Yanko, which is like everyone makes mistakes. And if you back it up with an entry frag, Yanko, it goes a lot further.
Zywa's going to pull it right back, though. Yuri walking ever closer to the A-bomb site. Shadow spotted of his next victim, but he's pushed from long. Zywa was so tunnel visioned on the mid-fights that Fallen's able to make the most of it, slip into the site. Molotov with the AK, and all of a sudden, Furia have an opportunity out of nowhere to win the round. And they have. It's going to be a save call for Vitality, backing away from it, and Furia come into this one with a big recovery.
This is why I think it's really important on Overpass on T side to be able to put pressure, you know, on both sides of the map. Mostly on B to have that one player who can, like we saw Norbert with Hot, to walk out Monster and apply pressure for Monster. Here it was Yekindar peeking short, right? Why? Because, yeah, the rotations are so fast for the CT, so maybe they'll over-rotate a bit. I'll go B now, right? I'll be back on A in 2 seconds. What does it matter? And, you know, Rops was going towards B. He was coming back. You see Zywa was alone on the bomb site. That's why he, you know, no one is covering long for him. Fallen comes out, gets the kill. Rops is a bit late to be able to do much. They have already scaled towards the bomb site. It all starts with this entry from Yekindar.
Also, very, very powerful pick from Fallen. Just catching Zywa with nades in his hands. Yeah, shake of the head from the Woot.
Don't get many opportunities to catch Zywa off guard like that.
Yeah, that's product of that lovely pick off on B. Everything's a bit discombobulated. It's a very brazen boost, you know. It's he's not trying to hide behind the pillar. He's just slap bang in the open, fully exposed out to his belly button.
Yeah, they're not going to reload on top of the boost.
Yeah, actually, on second thought.
There's being brazen and then there's being silly.
Put down the t-shirt. Gosh, so much faith in Rops' info on A. 4 members of Vitality. Take short control and then continue to push for more answers.
Rops isn't really in an advanced angle either. He's quite far back here, just checking between long and the bathrooms.
This is problematic for Furia because they can't really speed up A. You can see the bomb is outside B. So this is looking like a fake A go into B sort of a call.
Oh, missed shot from Molotov. It's Rops to come out on top of the kill on Yekindar.
Here comes the fake.
Well, here comes the B-pop. Kesserado coming out on Monster. That Molotov going to make things a little hot and heavy for Mezzi. Smoke comes in to keep him alive. And they know they still have to deal with his possible threat, but it means Flames is given a chance. An element of distraction, but Mezzi still stands, still fights, and cuts open this attack from Furia. I don't know how Mezzi gets out of that one alive, but he does. There's not a single player of Vitality that goes down in this round until this moment. And Molotov is retreating to try and save the AWP.
It's more, how doesn't the smoke pop from the HE?
That's it.
There's Rops as well into the corner. Molotov about to peek in towards him. They don't want to lose this right now, and he's managed to fight his way to safety.
Let's go for the 2 last.
I get to see the replay of that scenario, I'm sure.
It looked like the nade was slap bang in the center of the smoke, at least from the perspective here. Look, it's underneath his toes, and it didn't quite cover the full smoke. Interesting. I think perhaps the fact that it actually went into Mezzi's model, like under his boots, it's kind of changed the volumetric break.
Feature, not a bug.
Feature, not a bug indeed, Mr. Paunovic.
Yeah, but again, you can see that smoke played a pivotal role. whether it was going to be broken and Mezzi was going to die, didn't matter. It just delayed the hit and it enabled the rotation from Vitality to come in. They had 3 guys on A, they were clearing long. They had enough time to come back, clean up. So again, a lot of back and forth in this game. Op or Molodoi, everyone else on pistols.
And 2 rounds left to play with in the half. Not a whole lot of money left over here for FURIA. This is the best they can get. And all for Molodoi, and as Janko said, the rest on pistols. We'll see what kind of call Fallen can concoct here. We've got Molodoi heading into the playground.
Paid the full price in order to occupy this position early. Escorting the Deagles, searching contact mid. Yakinda good for 1 hit.
Oh, he gets past.
Undetected by Zaiwu.
You know Zaiwu's going to have a chance at this, though. Crack of the whip against Fallen first.
Jeez.
So clean on that little angle there for Zaiwu.
Oh, and confirmation where the AWP is currently located. Apex going to be feeling the potential for a quick advance. Lovely incendiary buys time and maybe even thwarts the whole plan.
Yeah, because you can see those 2 long players now have time to reposition, structure the defense to deal with what is likely to be an A finish here from FURIA. And if they tuck Flames down in short as well, is he still on the B-bomb site? Oh, no, it looks like he's still on the site itself. So, not getting the early info. What is happening here? Molodoi over the top of the flower bed. Rops was close by. And that AWP just goes down. Kesserado forced to try and trade it. And at least something here from Yakinda. But you need a lot more than just 1 Deagle headshot. You need plenty. And there's the chance on Zaiwu, who's now getting peppered from the side. Yuri's brought him down. FURIA still fighting on in this one as the rifles are picked up and the rotations now arriving.
Nice find from Yakinda. Flames, however, just takes away his teammate and asking too much of Yeki. Double kill in the round, insufficient. 7 for Vitality. Apex gets the first of the 2 he requested from his squad. Damn.
Well, it's going to be another bad buy for FURIA coming into the last round of the half here. Unlikely they find a 5th. 4 rounds, Janko, you're going to be happy with that if you're FURIA on Overpass?
Look how quick he goes anti. Like, I thought that flash was popping as he looks away, but he still manages to avert his gaze and get his crosshair bang on the money in time. Impressive round from Robs. Keeping the energy, Mr. Mattis Claire.
I mean, you're not going to be happy, but it could be worse. I think it's more the manner in which they lost some of the rounds that's going to be bothering FURIA. So, all utility spent in this round. No entries found. So, going to be hard to break into a bomb site. Let's see how they go about doing that.
Hurry up and wait, I suspect.
Well, at a certain point, if you're FURIA, you realize you aren't really gathering info on any other part of the map. If there's an aggressive play from Vitality, then they're going to figure out that you're completely committed to the lower side of the map here. So a certain level, there's a timer on the play right now for FURIA. And there's a lot of players here on this B-bomb site. It's going to be so difficult to try and break through. Starting to get a little bit itchy, though, are the defending players of Vitality. So sent forward for info on the flash play. Flame's going to be brought down, and Mezzi now low as well. Still fighting on, still handling pressure, and now Apex's turn.
Yeah, this is actually up for debate now, especially with Molodoi's chip in. Robs is gone! Keserato's Tech 9, instantaneous deletion. Oh, that one might sour the mood in the Vitality camp unless Zaiwu's got a clutch in him. Yakinda's position seems like it's destined to succeed here. Might be one hell of a flash, though. Yakinda does get blinded. Only temporarily. Can't get the crosshair to Molodoi. Wow, FURIA, no nades, no problem. A 5th round scavenged away at the end.
Dan Madesclair alias Apex, and my first team was Very Games.
Matthew Zaiwu Erbo. My first team was Against All Authority.
Shah Shushan, also known as Flamesy, but you can call me Bharat. Very nice.
I'm William Mezzi Merriman, and my first team was London Esports.
Robin Raps Cool. My first team was Mall Sports.
Wait, yeah, banana one.
Flash the both high.
One side, another.
Up.
That's headshot right side. Close low, close low. We can't go. Let's go back fast. Go back. Close to you.
Follow.
Let's go.
I'm with you. Swing.
Wait, the upper two.
Long
Long up.
Okay.
Mathieu, je pouvais le flasher, banane, t'inquiète.
Big shot.
Tu me mets dans le...
Nice voice.
Well, we have quite the quarterfinals here to finish off the day. It's FURIA versus Vitality. It's a close game as well here to kick off Overpass. One extra round and a half stolen away by FURIA right at the end. And we are racing into a pistol round that looks like it's going to hit B.
Nice. Yeah, you did thought they were going to rush Monster.
I did actually. They had me in the first half. But now they go B. Here they come.
Let's see, Flames making his way on in and immediately denied. Okay, comfortable dispatch of the commit. Only Zaiwu left in it and double peaked. Multiple elevations, way too much for him to handle.
Give a little bit of Vamo Caralho when the Brazilians have a good round, a little bit Harosh when it's...
Exactly, yeah, that's it. Balance, equilibrium.
Keeps it interesting, right? Mixes it up.
Fun dynamic. Looks like they listened to Yukindo. I mean, they've all chilled out. They've all calmed down.
How do you know?
Because everyone's, you know, a lot happier, Yanko. They're winning rounds. That's got to make you feel good.
I guess. And no planned for Vitality, so they'll eco here. Deagle on Zaiwu, P250 on Apex. They trade pistols in this game. Call that the anti-Falcons.
Yeah, right. Gun round merchants. That tickled me today. Really. All right, boys. Does the Zaiwu Dig do anything today? Does he fancy his chances? As we actually learned about the FURIA CT setup from Zaiwu. Thanks to...
We did. A lot of Molodoi.
A lot of double Molodoi. But yeah, you know, he's kind of usually putting the output of two players. 12 and 5 as it currently stands, but this is CT side Overpass. So I'm very much excited for when that AWP does come out. We can all learn a thing or two about proactive sniping. How many is your Kinder getting here, boys? Is Yuri going to steal them all? Okay, actually, you know what? The output from the pistols isn't too bad. Vitality leave with 2 kills, a scavenged MP9. I think this flank from long looks like it's going to catch Rops off guard. I say that. He slinks away. Safe and sound for now. Bomb retrieved. They're still not winning.
Well, Fallen is in a forward position, so he'll get early information. There's only 18 seconds left, guys. Oh no, he got paranoid about Monster 12. He'll hear this and he should mop up both kills here. Oh, he has smoke.
Oh, he's got everything you need. He's got the kills as well. No, then Zaiwu's Deagle. Okay. Well, don't die. Zaiwu's... No, he died. He did. He kept fighting.
Even the very best struggle with the time management at times.
Time management at times. Yes. Yeah, I mean, definitely not what he wanted out of that round. If he dies, he gets the loss bonus. He can have an AK. Just lost track of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So now, well, he'll still have an AK, but you know who won't? Apex.
Thanks.
That Tech
Thanks,
9.
buddy.
I mean, I think I'd be dropping Zaiwu too.
Yeah, absolutely. You can forgive him for that.
Yep.
Even with that, still worth it for Vitality getting 3 kills, right? You can see all the rebuying on FURIA. They'll be reset if they lose the first gun round.
Missmoke that from the CT side, but Yukindo is still cleaning up. It's going to be a double on the Flames and Zaiwu, and he's going to walk away with it. So it doesn't even matter that Zaiwu gets the rifle because he doesn't really get to play with it. A great start into the round from Yukindo. Falls away, and FURIA now 5v3 up with so much time left. Okay, Apex. That's why he should have the AK.
He's making a stronger case. Ooh, this is a powerful position. Can't be jump spot by Dice, and he's hoping that Molodoi would just creep his head into his crosshair on a cursory glance.
Great angle.
Oh yeah, there's the Molodoi gap, and Apex taken out. Rops with the last-ditch effort going down with the bomb is all the way up in the bathrooms, and Rops will fall as soon as he gets the fight with Fallen.
But to me, that's something that's going to probably piss Apex off a lot, you know, because it comes down to the basics. Flamesy and Zai will have to be hip to hip, right? Like when you're going for that swing, Kinder can't have, if he's going to kill you both, it's in one spray, right? Like if he somehow mows you down and you failed your, you know, shooting or whatever, it happens. But he can't have time to have basically 2 1v1s, which is what he had.
It was interesting the way he was pre-aiming as well. Like he was trying to spot, I think. Crosshair was placed by the sign, tracks them perfectly, spacing punished. And another one going Furia's way. We're seeing a pretty tight ship being run over on the CT side. Sure, there was an economical damage, but with 4 alive, I mean, this is going to really kind of help. Get some extra cash in the bank.
And you know, like also, this save early on, right? Like Messi, okay, now he has an AK save. He has no money, so he's going to get 2,900 coming into the next round. So again, he'll have a pistol or a little no nades. You see, like this is 2 1v1s. It's exactly, recoil resets exactly as the second player shows. This is not you double peeking him, right? So that's just bad fundamentals from Vitality in that round. So now he has, and Messi doesn't have a loss bonus. So then the second time, in the second gun round, someone else is going to have a pistol. So your first 2 gun rounds, you don't have guns on all 5 players. Not how you want to start your T side, especially on Overpass. See Apex visibly frustrated when, I don't know, when he isn't visibly frustrated.
Usually for about an hour after they win. I'm curious to see if this B defense, because I mean, it is Kesarao, Yuri, they've been playing this side together. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not they stand a chance of Fallen as the backup. Hang on! Flames' pick and con might actually force rotations if they can try and fake him out a little bit. No fakery going on just yet. Zaiwu is heading long, though. If he gets spotted, perhaps a body will be pulled over. Looks like they're going to go for answers, but with a short boost. A very late build of the
Rops is looking up there, but unable to get there in time. Messi sent forward with the AK, and he's got both. Nearly flicked back for that 3rd kill. Fallen so low in HP because of the early damage the Apex shot through that monster smoke. Now with 40 seconds left, the bomb's getting out of there.
Zaiwu is lurking long.
Dude, look at the space
Here's
he's
him.
got.
Left.
Dude, Molodoi checks him.
Hits 1.
Oh!
Hits 2. 5 HP. A wallbang would do. Avoids the nade. Oh, so uncomfortable for Molodoi, but he has to fight. He knows he has to do something. Get output out of this orb. Try and stop Zaiwu from just holding this dumpster. Fallen is on a late crawl from the flank. It will be held. Jewel Berettas might be the better weapon for the job.
That might just be. Fallen getting towards the bathrooms now. Molodoi still not want to give up his life. Zaiwu is so close, not overstepping the mark, just staying behind the bin. Molodoi and Fallen have called it off. They're giving this one on over. They're going to go and save their weapons. And that means Vitality have come into this round and somehow tied up the game.
I mean, credit to Flames and Messi there, for sure.
Well, the economy doesn't matter if you win on a half buy.
Yeah, true.
Save the AK, doing a lot there, Messi with the multi-kill, and then just the flank the entire time from Zaiwu, able to take A side for free.
I had the mini-map up. I didn't actually see Flames and the way he approached this, but so we actually didn't fire first. Pure reaction, just little lizard flick. And a lovely double here, just stabilizing did Mez. And you were right, he wasn't far off from at least putting a bullet down range towards Fallen's
and
position.
He was low already, you know, 53 HP. Could have ended up being a special move there from Mezzy. It was already fantastic. His reward is to go to Galil in the follow-up round. At least FURIA still have a good buy here. You got the AWP out again from Molotov. You have the AK saved over for Kesarado and everybody else with the weapon of choice.
Interesting approach for this mid-control. They know likely an AWP in the mix. Oh, good flash. Perfectly sets them up, and they both leave with a frag. Team play on display. Yuri throwing out a flash from the B site. Yakinda and Molodoi strike simultaneously.
This is 2 gun rounds now. That is Zaiwu and Flamesy. A default has been broken by the CTs.
Comfortably as well.
And you're not always going to be able to rely upon the one saved AK and pistols picking up a round win right after, and then your money is always on the line here, Vitality. Not a lot to play with, and they're going to be going back into Molodoi, who waits in the bathrooms. He comes off the angle, gets back to it in time, but unable to sink Apex. Instead, it is the Robs fight that goes against Vitality, and then Apex will fall to that Molodoi sniper. It's Mezzi descending into the connector, and a scoreline of 9-8 rings out on the board. It is FURIA going into the lead. A flawless round. They don't lose anyone.
And you know, they did win the half-buy to some extent, Vitality, but they spent all their money and their loss bonus isn't that high. They only got 2,400 here, so it's going to have to be an eco and probably a timeout for Vitality because Apex has to figure out this A control. You know, and you can see the first kill happens, Ivo moves off the angle, that's when Molodoi peeks, finds him. So either you send more bodies A and make sure you trade those kills if they keep trying to play aggressive. I mean, or you do something fast towards B, but that's too obvious, I feel like. You might try to take A through connector, perhaps. Because it's really difficult for you to call when your default gets broken in the early stages, right? Like, you don't even get to the mid to late round scenarios. You're just playing 3v5. Well, you know, there's nothing that can call you out of a 3v5. You need some magic to happen, your players to step up, have a big moment. Just hasn't been the case so far for Vitality.
Tantalizingly close to FURIA taking their map pick. This one should just be the gimme. And so far, just one blemish from the aforementioned half bite. It's all Vitality have to boast. Cywus made no secret of his presence. Yakinda, a clean headshot.
Molodoi's turn to strike, and he'll do so quite efficiently as he goes back out for a second.
Give me more.
Yeah, you always want more. Every time he's peeking, you just think he's going to land one. All right, it's double figures now for FURIA. Getting into the last chance here for Vitality to show us anything on this T side.
What's blowing my mind is he's just died 5 times. Like,
the whole map.
We've played 18 rounds of Counter-Strike. How have you died 5 times? KD farming. While trying to take down Vitality. Impeccable.
That was a good connection.
Yeah, solid. I think Yakinda has also given us a bit of a textbook hole with Molodoi in tow. Constantly pestering them. And this time it's not a rifle you'd be double peeking, you'd be peeking into an AWP. Do you
You're gonna molly it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, finally.
Still
could both go down, and yes, they will. This time at least getting 1 kill, but not really enough to leave Vitality in a comfortable spot. You've got Apex low in HP, Mezzi sustained heavy damage.
But it's also the mind games. They had 3A because Yuri was top connector, watching stairs. Like, FURIA doubled down on the A aggression, even though they did it 2 times to some extent and it worked, right? So, getting some good reads as well in this position, and 4v3, Mezzi. Mind's fallen, but Yuri there with the trade. They know he's the, well, B player, really.
Split up, though. They really couldn't be further apart at this point. You know, Robs is out long. Apex only going down into the connector now. He's got the bomb on his back, and there's danger everywhere you go. You know, Yuri was once spotted here not too long ago. So you're going to be on high alert, having to clear out all these pesky little corners, but slowly but surely, Robs and Apex are starting to come together.
I think we also saw at the start of this game, FURIA perhaps a bit intimidated by Vitality, not playing their own game fully right, and making some of those mistakes. And as time went on and they started racking up rounds, now they're saying to themselves, hey, it's just another team out there. No reason to play scared, no reason to stress more than usual. And they hit flow state pretty much on the CT side. Only 1 round lost, and that was to the hero AK of Mezzi.
Yeah, it's clearly not the most comfortable territory for Vitality here on Overpass. Feels like FURIA are somewhat specialists, or at least we know Fallen has throughout his career had a bit of a favor for this map. And of course, you know, making way for next generation sniping talent seems to be paying off as well.
It was once getting the AWP highlights on this map, has now passed that on.
Absolutely. Well, it's a lot easier to call when you don't have to focus on your crosshair as intently as a sniper does. And Fallen, despite that being extra hard, he managed to pull it off for many a year.
Well, the decision here for Vitality is not to fully invest. They'll leave some money over and upgrade their pistols and pull out some utility, but the most likely outcome here is certainly going to be map point for FURIA.
And smartly, they're not playing aggressive against a low buy. Don't want to get caught out by those pistols close range and by their pace.
It's cool that they're both spamming, so like they're hearing that there's 2 on B site, hoping you overlook the third. Keserato's forward position, and it leads to another opening. Apex even more compounding frustrations likely, and oh, you want to try and find it?
Oh.
Might be a mistake.
Yep, 2 kills out of this one for Vitality, and suddenly a 3v3. Still a lot of utility left for Vitality to execute into this B bomb site, put pressure on them with flashes and mollies, and try and get ZywOo out through Monster. He's got an AK in his hand. And here comes the Bywoo. And there's the headshot out towards heaven. Yukindar was exposed, and ZywOo capitalizes on his chance. Now goes forward. Another kill, this time from Robson. Molodoy misses, goes back again, gets around the corner. Molodoy trying to pull this one back for his team, but eventually too many misses leads to ZywOo taking him down, and Vitality winning a round that was a half investment.
Again. Wow. The 2 rounds Vitality have on this T side, it's with pistols and half Kev.
And this one even happened. They lost the opening kill.
And the death from Yukindar, I presume he was so flashed he thought like he's just holding his movement keys, hoping he finds cover.
He has a flash out the entire time, you know, when his teammates are not holding Monster. They can swing Monster and shoot at you. So yeah, that's 2 rounds basically to half buys that FURIA has now lost. Luckily, like the last time, they have enough money to buy, so they can bounce right back into this. Perhaps also a bit of a gun round merchant.
Yeah, maybe.
Some nasty deagle shots though from Robs in that round. They were absolutely crucial. Get them into the bomb site. He makes it look so easy sometimes, but it's anything but.
You just dismount the boost as they start to ask questions of short side. Rob's considering it. You can see keeping that crosshair dynamic, aware of the potential for aggressions. Spots the tip of the toe. Starting to encroach on the finish.
Okay, here they come. Flashes over the top, Fallen. Panic mode, but he's got one. At least he's got one. Relies on Keserato instead to bear down the weight on Vitality, crushing their B-bomb site dreams. As Apex fires off one at least towards heaven, but it ends up being a 12-9 scoreline. FURIA up to map point, and that might just be it. They can only win on half buys.
Oh boy, those were some of those Unk reflexes. Saw the flash coming, but just a bit too late to turn from it. Luckily, finds a kill, and that buys just enough time for Keserato to see again and mow down the remaining Monster players.
And what's really nice as well is his pathing, while blind, pulled them even further away to presenting their backs.
Yeah.
For Keserato, really nice move, making the best out of a bad situation.
Well, that half buy win a couple of rounds ago has at least allowed Vitality to have enough money to get a good buyout here in round 22. One last go of things here on Overpass. And I like this boost. Molodoy looking down into the connector door. He would see the leg, and he will certainly take his shot.
That's a really nice way to limit Mezzi's output in this, potentially the last round. Round 22.
And you can see how slow Vitality is to take A of any sorts, because there's been so much pressure and aggression there from the CTs. So Molodoy from the boost, I mean, he's back on A. No space was lost. Since Vitality had to take their time. Now Robs falls, spammed by Yukindar. And they know he's the B-lurk.
All right, Molodoy, can you take another step towards Inferno?
Saw him.
Yeah, so a little bit of something, and we'll go searching. What an angle from Mezzi.
All right,
What's
well,
happening, FURIA?
giving them back. Molodoy having to pull it back again. Relied upon, and takes it. Took his time, made sure he lined that one up.
Didn't want it to go wrong, I understand. Keserato and Apex, a head-to-head duel. Good duel.
Ooh, Kesrada continued to peek, but it's just ZywOo, and he will fall as well. Close enough game through most of it, but in the end, FURIA CT side just too much to handle for Vitality. Couldn't get the gun rounds going. They rely upon Inferno to stay alive here at Pro League.
Well, here we are, FURIA Vitality quarterfinals. First time in 10 months these two teams have faced off against each other. 5 months ago, Maladoy and Yakinder joined this FURIA roster, and it felt like that was going to be a train wreck of a roster decision, but it's fallen behind the wheel of this car, and it has been absolutely beautiful the whole way through. This has got to be the year of Maladoy. Oh, is there anyone else up there for Rookie of the Year?
Oh, over to Janko Paunovic. Yeah, I mean, he's up there. He's absolutely up there. No one has quite turned heads like him this year. I really think Maladoy is the catalyst into bringing this together. And I don't want to undersell what Yakinder's brought to this roster, because he has found a home in FURIA. Like, he's got, I think, you know, it may not show up in a DNA test, but I think he's got some Brazilian blood running through his veins.
He found a home and they found a roommate. They were like, you're a cool one. We'll keep you around. Like, this is great. Literally, the gamble worked off. Yakinder at like the bottom, 100%. Rock bottom of what his individual level was at. And they said, we think we can bring that back out. And they have got it. If you add on top of that, Maladoy just spanking ZywOo on the first map of the series.
It's pretty good.
If we learned anything from Yakinder's performance in FURIA, it's that Rainmaker deserves another chance.
That is a name like I've not heard.
I did a little bit. Pretty good, poor guy. He's probably chilling at home.
Probably. Shout out to Rainmaker one time.
Yeah.
So full B execute coming in from Vitality. FURIA playing retake on B.
No kit for this, though.
Yeah, it's going to have to be fast, and it's going to have to be very quick up banana, although Flamesy is coming back to set up the crossfire. There's the first kill, Flamesy peeking, and now you are cooked. You got to get past that choke point before the crossfire gets set up. Pistol goes to Vitality.
And again, the flash good from Apex.
That's right. He'll remind him.
Well, this is cool. I don't think I've seen this before. So Keserato carried the dualies to Church, and he had the USP on coils. So for the long range fight, he had the USP, so you'll get one while falling back, and then switch to the dualies if he were to get pushed, which is not uncommon. You know, when the T's see that there's only one defender there, they want to take more real estate for the post plan situation. Unfortunately, nothing came out of it.
Yeah,
Keserato.
Cool idea. Has a lot of logic behind it, which is nice. Good shooting from Rops and Flamesy, just getting this set up at the perfect moment, and that's where the strength of this retake was going to come from. So an easy round at the end of the day for Vitality. Those 5-on-5 retake pistol rounds at the B bomb site, it's always just flip a coin to a certain extent. It's Vitality who wins that toss. Smoke towards Banana.
Yeah, it's interesting just starting, like throwing out a half-wall smoke from spawn, and then Fallen sits there and holds if they feel like they're pushing it. He could throw out a little flash to disrupt any early space takers. It does look like Mezzi's going to be throwing out that sandbags molly momentarily. A barrage of util heading towards this 3-stacked B side of the map. Yakinder up close and personal. Does he get anything? Yes, he does! Where's the trade? Gets greedy! Takes a heavy lick of damage, throws out the smoke. He can't surely get away. Oh my goodness. 2 and 3. 5 points of health between Yakinder and Fallen. But 5 alive, and a quick pivot towards A.
Oh, Vitality called the bluff, right? Trying to go through that smoke, thinking there might not be the forces there. Maybe that early half-wall smoke was just to signify presence without it actually being there. They learned the hard way. 3 on 5, and I mean, that damage is great from our perspective, unconfirmed from the perspective of Vitality, or else they might feel a little bit more confident in this round.
There's no right answer now for the T side as far as where they're going to finish this one off. You've got a crossfire established on B, strong positions. Lovely boost on the new box as well, which would require some sharp shooting from the rifles, so eyes on Apex and Robs.
No nade or Molotov to force anyone out of the positions either. Those low HPs are going to have to be taken down by the rifles, so going to be hard to find your target. Smoke for CT, so Yakinder will be blocked off, but this boost up should be good for at least one.
Yeah, and Yakinder looks like he's going to be in hot water if they were to flash it. Smoke instead. Woof! Beautiful from Keserato. set up for success. His teammates facilitating, now running in is Apex. It's just going to be the one. That's a very convincing second round. It's bringing that same energy we saw from FURIA's CT side on Overpass. It's once again, it's all about the team weight. It's all about setting up your teammates. Yes. And that smoke being played around by Yakinda, real naughty for that first on Mezi.
Yeah, he's getting stuck into the action. Really the first guy to make the contact. Good support from Fallen, but really, that's just a tough turn to make. If you don't get that kill on Yakinda and the first player to turn that corner, you're in a lot of trouble if you're Vitality. And we saw it exactly in round 2.
It's Tech9's trying to test the early util. ZywOo finds himself crouched, staring at the wall in the smoke.
We're getting Kevindar on this map. He's feeling it. And such a focal point, especially on Inferno Banana, right? I mean, both CT and T side, he's the point man.
He's almost like, he's just one of those players you watch, like just the decisions he makes, and you're like, he's kind of built for Banana. You know, he just like likes these scrappy, chaotic situations.
Yeah, where it is more about feeling than it is about a science.
And taking a calculated risk at some point.
Well, that's the difference, right? Before, he used to all in a bit too much, right? Yes. And fight when it was unnecessary. Now it seems to be just a tad more calculated.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you saw a dog put a leash on himself, you know?
Never, actually.
Actually, it was in Berlin this one time.
They're breaking through. Might see a bomb plant. Whether or not that translates into a round is highly unlikely, given how worse for wear the remaining 3 from Vitality are.
I think if they had a smoke, I would feel a little bit more confident in this. If they could re-smoke a choke point, that'd be very nice. But obviously, the AK-47 can do some pretty deadly work in this scenario. ZywOo boosted up. That deep shot is the one he wants, and there he goes. He's got it.
Is he going to stay active here? Yes, indeed. He goes around for another. Catches the advancing player. Elevated position, and now the CTs are second guessing us. Are we committing? Are we putting all our resources on the line, or are we just going to accept defeat here? Time is far gone. Seems that Vitality know this is theirs, despite just trying to leave. They'll take another scalp on the way out. No time, but all the frags. Molodoi takes the last 2 down. Vitality laughing, though. That's a triple from ZywOo, set up to succeed, just in the same way we saw K-Serato in the previous.
And I think if you're FURIA here, you take a real deep breath, because you're entering that economic tug-of-war in the early stages of these back-and-forth rounds. So it's your economy that's most precarious and most at risk of being taken away from you. So right now, FURIA's got to figure out how to play these rounds and see if they can continue this battle back and forth.
That was for a short while, a 5v3, and this was the micro moment that mattered the most, right? Like, once ZywOo gets the kill on Yuri, both Ruins players have to swing together, because that's when you know where 2 out of the 3 players are, and you need to get that trade. Once ZywOo repositions on top of Dark, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, that makes sense. So does this, though. Wow.
That's maybe where the communication and the fact it's an international team, it's those micro moments where it gets tested the most.
I mean, this is such a set piece out of the gates, and it now disrupted by the Deagle headshot. Flames claws one back, but Messi shouldn't be a problem now. The Moto smokes up, bomb retrieved, and Yakinda and Fallen have just made their way over.
This could get a kill. This could do something. Oh no, it hit the wall. All right.
That's funny that the nade might have actually been the difference maker.
I know. If it lands on Mezi, it might be a kill. If it gets anywhere close to Flames, it's probably a kill. Bummer. This is going to be Vitality stringing 2 together. Yakinda and Fallen can't break through. Nice flashbang. That one's from Flamesy. And that's the round. So 3-1 for Vitality. The tug of war doesn't last very long, and FURIA is going to have to sit back on pistols. Unupgraded pistols.
That was like such a quick A take, as in from the start. We see Flames obviously going straight up short side, but then there's a Moto smoke, there's follow-up util, there's bodies and apps. Like, it was off of the rip, really direct. And they even conceded that opening frag as well. You saw the nice shot from Yuri. But no problem, Vitality, they've been quite cut and dry, leaping out of the apartments.
Yeah. Flamesy coming in just as the hardcore entry with the MAC-10. He's also the one who jumped through the mid-smoke as well. That's exactly what got them beat over towards Banana in the round number 2 as well. They just didn't care, went right back to it. So FURIA lose out, and Vitality will be able to string a few rounds together with relative ease against these pistols.
And Apex maybe a bit tired of how the default was going. I mean, more so on Overpass, but just calling a set execute pretty much from a set call from freeze time. Say, let's just go together and trade kills. That's what FURIA managed to do with Robs.
Oh yeah.
And just a Mac 10 that's gone. They already have the B bomb site on Vitality, so trying to get maybe a gun more from FURIA.
I'm really excited to see how the rest of this map is going to play out, to be honest with you. I want to see what Maladoy does on the CT side once he gets the AWP. After a map like he had in map number 1, like I wonder if like he's just... Oh, come on, Apex. Come on.
He's going for it.
Oh, the POV. Oh, that's so sad.
Maybe that's
he's disgusted. He's embarrassed.
Oh, that one's... I mean, we saw a cut away of Maladoy showing some visible frustrations. That's only going to compound now. Oh, is that a team kill as well?
That is a team kill.
Okay, there's a knife and a team kill. FURIA have had a couple of curveballs thrown their way at the early doors of Inferno.
That's right, boys. Here we go. Let's get it right back.
Shake it off.
Let's get it right back. Up in the hands of Maladoy. You got to be happy and confident about that one. You know he's going to be mobile around the map, so where's his first peek going to come from? Other than that, still maintain some presence in Banana, control of Banana. Don't let him take top Banana for free.
Maybe that's what we need to start saying. Chad was saying he doesn't like lock-in. Upsets him. You know, you can't say that. Don't say that anymore. But what about...
Did he have a reason why? Is it
he just thinks it's like redundant. It doesn't mean anything. We're all trying.
Yeah.
You think I wasn't trying and now I need to try?
Right. The implication.
The implication, indeed, Jason. But what about that? Like, just straight up shake it off.
Yeah, shake it off.
Taylor Swift.
It is a song. Might be trademarked.
Maybe she had something.
That hurts and blocked and dead.
Gross.
That's a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, Lemony snickered up in this thing.
The struggles in the default continue for Vitality. A man down again. No banana control either. They already crept up mid. Limited utility on the CTs, but Mother has the AWP. It will be hard to get rid of him, even with all the smokes that Vitality has.
No smoke or Molotov for Halls, though. No kind of utility for any of these guys, really, to fall back into things. It doesn't matter if you just keep hitting off shots. Molotov to force Yuri off the balk. 2 in pit. Nice and easy.
Good composure from K-Serato. Extinguished to try and peek around. Robs reads it like a book. Just the two of them then. Only the one. Lovely hold from Yuri. He does his work. Bomb not on the back of Zaiwu, and he's got a 1v3 ahead of him. Goes searching, and it's held perfectly. Couldn't ask for more. Clean from K-Serato, and I love the trigger discipline there. Not messing around, making sure he gets that clean kill.
Weren't able to recover the AWP, though, so that can't get passed over to Maladoy for free, and hence they will not have one in this round. So a big tool they'd like to have, not available. This is a bit of a gift with kind of the juggling and disorganization of the nades and the execute from the Vitality side. And FURIA is within 4, or 2. They're within 2. 2 is the number?
That is the number.
Well, also within 2 is within 4, so you weren't wrong.
Yeah, I just feel like I could have been more right, you know?
Yeah.
You can always be more right, Jason.
And why was 6 afraid of 7, Yanko?
I don't know.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
Come on, bro.
Taking my punchline?
I thought it was a tag team thing. I thought you were like,
I liked it. I would have liked it. It's just, yeah. Yanko didn't like it, so now you can have it.
Problem is, it's just people have been writing in chat 67 all the time, and I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Right? So
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
That's part
definitely gets the people going.
That's part of the fun, Yanko, is you don't know.
What song's that from?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
What's...
Yeah.
It's his old stuff, though.
Old stuff. Look what you've done, Yanko.
You have done something there, Yanko. That's your fault. This one gets put on
It's 5v5. What's
on
the
your
problem?
ledger.
Okay, 2 CTs up against 5.
This is nice, though, because FURIA's been playing 3 towards the B-bomb site a lot in this half, and Vitality, I don't know if I've caught on to it, but they've hit a really nice timing where they have the weakest defensive setup possible.
Oh, he's burning a little. Still has vision. Still has an opportunity. It's Flames that defends his teammate. Still looking for the multi. Again, Yuri passes the test.
Oh, no
How has he
way.
got a third? 4 bullets left, and he finds the precision for the headshot. Apex and Robs, though. Oh, whiffed nade from Keserato. Struggling to get the trajectory right off FURIA from the library position. Oh, that's enough vision! And the round just ends like that.
I think that smoke was broken by a Vitality player. I think that was actually broken by Vitality. I think they might have just kind of miscommed, one through a smoke, one through a nade. I have to see the replay.
I don't think that was broken. I think that was just a bad smoke.
I'm pretty confident that was broken. I could be. I'm happy to be wrong. Let's find out.
see.
First of all, this is insane.
Yeah.
The idea you get a third kill here is just mental. Mezzi's going to be frustrated. Yeah, see that's broken.
Yep.
All right, it's
But I don't think
it was
anyone
missed, but it was broken. They got the kills because it was broken.
Yeah. I think it was a Vitality nade that broke it, wasn't it?
Or Keserato's.
Well, we saw Keserato.
It might have been.
Nade. I don't know whether or not that enough time had passed.
Let's get him all.
We saw Vitality win 2 of these. You know, kind of compromised, half investments. The AK present, though, is a bit of a difference. How does Yakinda want to start on Banana? He just goes swanging. At least that's how I call it.
That's powerful. I want you to use that forever. Look at him swang.
That's exactly right. There's a swing and then there's a swang.
Zaiwu showing off the ladder there.
Yeah, right, exactly. You get it.
All right, Yeki, what you got? You know they're going to check. Oh, maybe they won't check that entirely.
And now.
Okay.
Oh, good pickup. Lovely covering fire from Molodoi. Jiggle bait. Apex. Is he walking up? Molodoi will back away. Audible. Smoke exchange. He's going to try and play ahead of this. Apex knife out. Good movement. Going to be going for this clutch. Exposed, but missed shot.
Keserato and Rops on the other side of the map just made contact. So they're having their own little 1v1. They're having their own little round on this side. Nothing over there matters.
2 different rounds in one. It's a 1v2 for Apex on B, and the round's over.
What's going on?
I knew you were going to say that.
Eyes? Eyes.
Sometimes, as a lurk, you know, you both get preoccupied with each other.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you're there.
Right.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, the round's over.
And, you know, Keserato's like, another little rat's around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not moving until I see him.
Exactly. And his team can handle it without him. All right, is it timeout time? It is. Xtaz on the mic for the first time at ESL Pro League Season 22. Did they call one an overpass? I don't recall.
Okay, Raps, we have to talk about your luck.
Exactly.
Over the holes, we will need you to be a little bit more aggressive.
Robin, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Why are you in the apartment? Dan is planting on B.
Please.
I'm serious, man. It's not, it's not okay.
It's for people on site.
Serious. Hello. Let's go. The 5 AK-47 strat. Everyone's suited and booted. And a lovely round from Yakinda. The fact that he's leaving with 2 there after his audacious swang.
Powerful swang as well, though.
Most definitely.
If you got a power swang like that, you might as well be audacious.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of his middle name.
We're all tied up. 4-4.
Let's play well also those rounds, guys. Let's play better, guys. I swear we to get entry all the time like that. We get entry without refrag for 2 rounds, okay? So let's...
Well,
basically the same thing.
Kevindar's on fire.
Yeah, he is on point, isn't he? Yeah. Banana you might just want to go away from Banana for a little bit.
Well, I mean, that really does feed into the whole swang mentality, you know, because Kevindar, as we discussed, was like kind of like a Bollywood star. So he does all those things that the Bollywood guys do, which is like backflips, explosions, cool guys don't look at them.
Max Payne things.
Exactly. And right now, that kind of is what he's doing on Banana. Just single-handedly getting the job done. Okay, you are dead now, right? What do you do when you get Molotovs? It's going to spread in the last. Yep. Oh, you count on your teammates.
Oh, you do. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Everyone needs a friend like Fallen. What? And you avenge your friends, right?
Well, they know he's in here, so he's going to slow things down, which is oddly enough bot time for Keserato to be here.
Okay, 3-on-3.
And now Rops' lurk can have some true impact because all these noise cues are going to make Yuri a little bit nervous.
Well, they're not. Well, they might expect
Keserato
now because Smolder ran all the way back.
Because of the footsteps, they knew exactly there'd be one more player.
They're doing the Falcons.
They're doing the thing.
Good call. Something like that, right?
All right. 5th round for Vitality as Yuri and Molodoy sit out the round.
We were talking about, you know, Yikinder being more calculated and everything. Once you get those 2 fast openings, you don't need to go deep banana, right? Just have one guy jump spot half wall. You know, sure, they'll come and show themselves at bottom banana and you'll fall back and you throw the smoke. But this is all the steps that you're making them take before they get to the bomb site. I mean, Fallen has to play aggressive to bait for you in a way. He has to be there, and then you're left alone in a corner with red HP.
It feels like it's one of those rare situations, which is easy to say in hindsight, but one of those rare situations where actually like working as a team like isn't the right option there. It's almost like, bro, if Yikinder's gonna make that play after 2 kills, let him go.
Or, I mean, or that, I don't know. It's just you get 2 clean entries, you're 5v3 in the first 10 seconds of the round. Like, the round is very difficult for them.
I didn't see the Flamesy one. Okay, so he actually just self-flashed Fallen.
Is
all of his... You can't empty the whole mag.
Yeah, you got to be a little more restrained with the ammunition in a position like that and the compromised teammate's position.
This was huge, though, from Flames. I mean, if K-Serato gets that kill, they still have a way to salvage the round. Once he dies, they get the bomb site, it's over. So... plenty of missteps from FURIA in this game, even on Overpass, but they were able to still overcome it and win the first map.
Still have a great chance to do that here as well. I mean, all those missteps and some of the early hiccups, and you're still 1 round behind. Can easily make up for that at the end of this half. Problem is, this is... okay, that's right through the wall. LOL! All right, K-Serato, you're free.
Also, Kinder is 5-2 on opening kills this map. Like,
5
in
and
9
2?
rounds, he has 9 openings.
Damn. Just Molodoy versus Zai with the AWP head-to-head, and it's comfortable to start and claw back.
That's a freebie. That's a kill given over to ZywOo with that kind of a peek in towards mid in that situation. Yikinder talked about some of the mistakes he's been making, the overconfidence of all of a sudden becoming a badass overnight. Might be a sign of that right there. 2 players to defend Yuri and K-Serato, the heart of Brazil at this A-bomb site.
That's a very, very well-placed utility package. K-Serato force flushed into flames. It's just going to be Yuri. Position noted, pre-fire attempted, but caught. Apex goes down. Good output again. I feel like every time they've tried to go A, Yuri's got his 2. Now it's about the finish on this retake. Fallen and Yikinder are going to make their way over. A 10-second defuse ahead of them, unless there's one idle on site.
They're close enough in time with how much the jump Yikinder got on the flank. Problem is going to be flushing Flamesy out into the open. 2 more smokes for ZywOo and Flamesy as well.
Ooh, okay.
There's no time. They can't even go for it. If there's no kid on the ground, there's no way they can actually get in and defuse the bomb. So nice kill, cheeky kill, but you're going to bail out. Salvage the AWP. Flamesy going to try and chase some people down. Not going to make it. And Vitality now up to 6.
Terrorists win. It's going to be very telling if we see anything more from FURIA on this CT half as to how competitive this map will be. And seems Sid understands that. Coach of FURIA takes a 30-second breather, whether that's for him on the mic or perhaps Fallen wants to start theory crafting how you get the most out of that saved AWP and M4.
And unfortunately, Alex and I can't do a Brazilian accent, so this one isn't
not even close.
So much. No.
Wouldn't even dare.
No, I wouldn't even know where to start.
No, sir.
No. Well, quick chat for both of these teams in their first time out. Have a little conversation, figure things out of how they want to finish this half off. Vitality still looking to maintain that lead. FURIA is going to be 2 rounds back, but yeah, I don't know. It almost feels like the CT side has been really strong for the most part, especially in the early going. But Vitality's done a great job of working themselves out of some tough situations.
Yeah, no, I do think that 3v5 is going to be kind of leaving its mark. Flames with those impact frags on Banana, clawing them back in from the 3v5. Now stringing together 2 consecutive. Okay, how do you play this? Mezzy versus Yikinder. He's going to go for the swing. Mezzy receives him comfortably. A tap to the head. An opening kill found, and Vitality's comfort starting to be seen.
Yeah,
there's only so many times you're going to be caught off guard by, oh, he's taken the first.
Yeah, he's taken another peek. Yeah, right. And a different sequence of utility as well might have made things a little bit easier for Mezzy. And it's them who get to play with the advantage. I mean, they've overcome 4v5s from Banana entries from Yakinder. Now they get to play with the advantage, so should be easier, right?
You'd expect so.
In theory.
Is in this elevated MP9 position. It's kind of a nice little 1-2 punch. Your attention's drawn upwards when Fallen engages, and Keserato cleans up with a nice little double. At least that's the plan.
Molodor, the only one with utility as well. There's not a whole lot of nades to stop this. Timely smoke. Mezzi steps in front of it. Should have an easy kill behind Fountain. He's got it towards Nubox. That's a nasty flick, but back to the A-bomb site. Vitality has Furia on a string, and it's Yuri alone with the FAMAS.
But that might be their mistake, Jason. You're coming back towards Yuri. I said he's got a multi every single time they come his way, and he sets himself up to do it again with the FAMAS. Again, Yuri holds as best as he damn can. Finally brought down, and now the cavalry arrive. Fallen arrives just in time to pick up a triple. Furia steal away a fifth, and Yuri continues to pass these tests on the A site.
You know, I'm not going to take anything away from... I don't want to take anything away from Yuri. I cannot believe Furia won that round. A lot of luck had to fall into place. I think part of the reason why he gets the double kill in this round is because Vitality players are actually being patient on the swing, on the trade, because Rops is wrapping around. So it's kind of like, wait, you don't need to take this fight. Rops is going to be here. He'll handle it. And I think Yuri gets away with a lot of time to reset and prepare for the next fight because of that. And then the lineup at long range is just, you know, congratulations.
Yakinder's just so crazy, man. So comfortable. Wants to take these fights. I was right next to him on this half wall. Doesn't matter, though. Mezzi at least trades out. Fallen, you're overstaying your welcome here. Needs to reload, and Mezzi's coming to run in to punish.
Empty the mag as well again. Mezzi hears that and picks up the pressure. Had to be a quick smoke from Fallen as he backs into the bomb site. A lot of resources used over towards B. Yuri this time over in Halls, gives up the angle. Him and Rops have just been in this weird duel, it feels like, this entire map.
Yeah, it's like a super nuanced duel of sound cues and jiggles. Interesting pathing for the finish here. Looks like they're going to be going for what, like an abs finish? Got 50 seconds left.
That's very, very badly missed smoke.
Subpar.
Not ideal. All right, Yuri over in pit. Vitality starting to move into the bomb site. Flamesy going to lead the way with this Tech 9, 2 to defend.
There's no way Yuri consistently, right? At one point he has to get nothing. At one point he can't finish his meal. Maybe, nope, never mind. Comfortable, and the backup's there. Just Apex. 1v3, bomb loose on Graveyard. Should be Apex put into one very shortly. Dancing with him on the side, giving him that flamingo dance. 6 to 6. We'll be right back. Does this need a third, or are Vitality getting eliminated by the ferocious Furia?
3. Nice. One more close short.
I'll peek now from library.
Default. Long, guys. Nice!
Well, bro, nice!
Oh my god.
City code.
Today you're fucking snacks, man, bro.
Impossible to separate Furia and Vitality at the half. We come on in, we've swapped on sides. T-side for Furia on the second most T-sided map so far at Pro League. Inferno, 52% T-side rounds.
Okay.
Let's see.
We're just about par for the course then. Yeah, we're right there with him.
See what we can do with this one. Fallen and the boys up against, obviously, what most would consider to be top contender for the trophy.
They found a really nice timing just as the aggression in Halls falls away. Rop sliding in towards Pit. What's the timing on this? Good shot from Zywoo. There's Rops onto Yakinder. This should be done. Unless they hit some crazy shots coming out of here. Zywoo wraps around, and that's the round. 5-on-2 situation for Vitality. I'd hazard a guess and say unlosable.
I'm afraid, yeah, completely unlosable. Despite Monador's best efforts, he's only...
I'd actually be so down if you want it, though. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, all right.
I'd be into it.
I think all 5 monitors turned off at the same time. There might be a chance. Instead of winning the pistol, they'll try and win the second, which I've heard on the streets that it's actually just as good, if not better, than winning the pistol.
It's not easy, though, when you don't plant the bomb.
Yeah, it's the hard mode.
That's the problem. But on Inferno, there are things you can try and go for. You know, we see a lot of teams have this A execute where they have HEs for Pit. Or maybe a faster banana take.
Let's see what they've got. They got some toys. They've got some things. 3 smokes, plenty of flashbangs, upgraded pistols, and armor on these Furia players. So going to take their time, let some of the initial salvo of util from the defense fade away, and they can start moving into position. I think first thing, and this is always the hard part in a round like this for the T side, is you're going to want to try and force back this B defense. You kind of want that to happen. It's just very hard to do when you have limited utility and limited weaponry. And actually, if all 4 players are going here, I think they might just march their way into that B bomb site, see what happens.
Certainly looking pretty damn empty and barren right now. Certainly not fortified. It's Apex and Flames, but smoke on Flamesy will throw it out. And they're flashing and going. He's avoided it, but he's got his nades in his hands. Oh, he's back just in time, and no one's ready. No one's looking. The easiest 2 frags he's going to get all day.
Okay. Well, Furia tried to pull a fast one on him, right? Like he execute from bottom of banana, essentially, with a full-blown bum rush and just kind of turn into the bomb site, but really well done from Vitality. A very timely smoke, and no one from Furia can get their bearings coming through it. So Molodoi alone in a 1v4 and should be an 8th round.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think whether it was accidental or game knowledge, the fact that Flames had tucked just far enough behind the wall to not be caught by the underhand flashes on the smoke push really did make that a whole lot easier than it would have been. Would have kind of fell to Apex. Looks like the vibes are flowing.
I feel like Flames didn't give him an answer. I don't know if he asked that question to Flamesy, because it's an open microphone, right?
He said yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gave him a nod. Util damage was good. In fact, we can actually take a look. So he's done the most. Apex doesn't mean anything, actually, contextually. Didn't look at it beforehand, so can't tell you how much he did.
I'll tell you the most impressive part is that he's on the CT side now, which means the first half he was on the T side and he beat out the CTs in utility damage. So that's pretty cool.
There you go.
That's the impressive part.
That is, and in fact, distinct, like a lot. All
yeah,
4 members of Vitality have done about 200 utility damage. And
hey,
speaking of, there's another demonstration.
We love it when it works out like that. Look at it again. Oh, it's so beautiful.
No, but seriously, that is, isn't it? Like, we're looking 2, 4, 6, 800, 700, something in those realms of utility damage. So the average is out about 8 kills worth of damage from their nades. And we're already just getting started with the second half.
Yeah, plenty more utility damage to come.
And 2 clean anti-ecos for Vitality, or rather anti-force and anti-eco. So they'll have a great economy. Let's see if they go for an aggressive play. Rops likes to go for it sometimes when he has a good spawn.
All right, first look at the defense of Vitality against a full buy of Furia. 5 AK-47s, fully kitted out on utility on both sides of the coin. 3 kits in play for Vitality. Gonna be quick banana smoke and utility from both sides. But FURIA's not messing with anything behind that smoke, and Vitality equally holding on to those damaging pieces of utility.
A couple of HEs do make their way over the half wall, but nothing to report. As he's going to scoot over to be that third prong on the A defense.
Geared up towards middle, so at least wanting to take brackets control early. Could be a boost set up at the corner. Mezzi looks like he's telling ZywOo he's got it available to him, jumping up over the top. Smoke looks like it's going to obscure most vision, but a little gust of wind gives ZywOo some information.
Yeah, I think he genuinely didn't see anything, just saw a little red on his minimap. Misses his window. Flash coming over though. Oh, it's the team flash, but Mezzi gets the kill anyway. 5 bullets, he goes for more! The greedy MP9 double.
That should be it. I think that second kill from Mezzi should be the round. I don't think there's enough forces anymore for FURIA. Now they're just getting picked apart, and this T side is starting to look ugly. Or from the Vitality perspective, the CT side is starting to look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not sure which, like a little from column A, a little from column B. Would you say this is looking like more of an exemplary CT side, or is FURIA with, I mean, I'm seeing some missed nades, I'm seeing a bit of clunkiness to their T side.
Well, we're going to be, sorry, we're going to be 4 rounds in, and only 1 player from Vitality has died in those 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in this round, a bit of it, they wanted to react, because they're seeing, you know, Vitality do some stuff to throw nades, top banana and everything. Okay, there was at least 2 players here. Let's try to capitalize, hit A, but Fallen has to get that trade on Mezzi. If he does that, then they have a chance, but the fact that Mezzi gets 2 and gets away with it makes it really difficult for FURIA to get into the bomb side.
Yeah, that's just how good Vitality are now, is that they actually have to make it harder for themselves. So let Mezzi's like, flash me.
Yeah.
Like, he's asking
and I'll watch it come.
Yeah, and then you flash me, and then I'll get it while blind. Flawless.
Style points, you know?
Exactly. You know, they're attaching training weights at this point.
Just wait till they take them off.
You wait. Rock Lee, coming to a major near you. Okay, so they've used this top mid smoke quite often, even if in the pistol.
This round had set up something fast, a bit of a pace change, but they don't look left, so Yukinder gets clotheslined. And they're still going to try and force the issue. That's the bomb at the corner, the backing away. Yuri decides to continue going forward, and this round has gone all to hell.
Yeah, sailing down the river Styx right now.
This is where you really wish FURIA was able to close out some of those rounds in the first half, because it would give them a buffer, right? Right now they're going to be down 11-6, and in the second half they lost the pistol in the first gun round, right? Sure, they forced in the second round, it didn't pan out. Here they have what behind the saved AK, right? But Vitality getting closer and closer, and the problem is, like you guys pointed out, the money on Vitality, I mean, FURIA is going to have to be winning almost exclusively gun rounds until the end of this game if they're going to come back and win it or take it into OT.
Yeah, I mean, on some level, it's like it's almost not even worth talking tactically about this second half, because there have just been no kills out of the FURIA side. This is, K Serrano's double kill is half the kills they've gotten so far in this second half. So it's just like, no matter what you do, it's not going to work. FURIA has fallen flat. Individuals not showing up inside the server. Yukinder had a hot hand in the first half in Banana, but they couldn't utilize that to get enough of a buffer to survive this run from Vitality. Now 5 rounds ahead and 2 rounds away from forcing us to map number 3.
Part of me is actually remiss to see ZywOo pick up an AWP, because his rifling these last couple of rounds has looked really sharp. Some instant deletions, instant headshots. We are going to be seeing the WOO on the AWAP.
What is the third map, Alex, if I could ask you?
I'm so glad you asked, Jason, because I'm really excited.
I know you're always prepared for this kind of a question.
Yeah, it's gonna be Nuke.
The Nuke, okay, lovely. A lot of Nuke today.
A lot of Nuke today. That's what happens when you get to the playoffs. We dust off Nuke,
Yeah, we get those good high-intensity playoff maps in the rotation.
Well, I mean, I'm glad we're getting some intensity because that Face Spirit game was over in a flash.
Yeah, that did happen very quickly. Very sad.
Okay.
Well, this is the fastest pace we've had in Banana the whole time. FURIA haven't been willing to take this fight, but now they're happy to turn the corner with Molotovs, with nades, but it still doesn't work out. Serato has gone down. Yuri gonna press the issue, but even he falls. And yet again, FURIA is looking at another 3 versus 5.
I mean, this is a feeling that Vitality kind of encountered on the CT side of FURIA on Overpass. When Vitality were on that T side, just getting nothing going. The setup's too strong. The duel's not going your way.
GG, go next.
Yeah, this one's done.
Smashing. like Nigel Thornbridge.
I like that. That was very awesome powers. As an American, I enjoyed that.
We wouldn't get another. That's what I'm saying. Robs is not one of those guys. Would never dare to pull out the knife.
No, not Robs. He's one you can always rely on to just take the kill.
Round win good.
6-round deficit, 6 chances for Vitality. It's Saiwu leading the way at 17 kills. Flamesy isn't too far behind him at 16. But more than anything, FURIA and this T-side just have not gotten anything going. There's not a single facet of the game that you could say they could build something upon.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep it completely perfect right now. Just a flawless run of 6 to get them up to 12. Oh, and they're taking so much damage. Ears ringing, Yakinda charging. Apex got his USP out for some reason. He's got an AK.
He didn't want to use the AK bullets on the jiggle taps, I guess.
Logically sound, I'm sure. Mezzi, however, boosted up nicely to try and track the cross. There's Molodoi to punish. Is this FURIA's first round on this second half? With Apex, oh, the free aim looks good. Quick adjustment. A dink from Fallen was hit. Apex now just 10 HP to work with, but they have got the nades to disrupt the plant.
Oh, that's a beautiful nade. Rops is on the flank as well. He'll have Yuri to deal with, but Yuri's only got 5 HP.
How's Apex got another one there? He goes and plays first with the low HP. Molodoi brings him down. It's Yuri on the sandbags. Rops is 100%.
Going to die to Yuri.
100% gonna die to Yuri is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's so dumb.
I've never seen a corner Rops hasn't checked, so that's the first for me.
Maybe there was bad info about both players being.
Yep.
Yanko, always the voice of reason.
He's helping. Yeah, he's giving you out, isn't he?
Yep, every time.
He's dropping the rope.
Yo, Zywo was saving the Galil.
That doesn't
kind of sick.
Bang. FURIA on the board for the T side of Inferno, and now this is where you crack a joke like, easy boys, we got them right where we want them. They've only got nearly max cash on everyone, so that's cool.
Yeah, there's so many buys. There's so many buys. Well, you know.
What about the Apex USP, Yanko?
I think he didn't realize that. I almost said Kevindar. Like already crossed, you know, so he's just. It feels like he's safe to do that. There's plenty of time for him to switch back and all of that stuff, but yeah, lapse in judgment there costs them the round.
I like the way FURIA's just gone with this idea of like, we're gonna rush Banana every single round. Right. We're just gonna win or lose based on if we take it or not.
Yeah.
And they've taken it the past 2 rounds. This one looks like they're gonna get forced away with the disadvantage.
Quite a heavy one if Serato stomachs another nade down to 60.
Got him.
Peeks in. That T-Orp rings true. Rob's position on Boiler now noted. Gets himself one. Yuri coming in from behind. Rob's ready and adjusts, trying to keep it clean. And there you have it. A third map required. Nuke will be an explosive end to this quarterfinal. FURIA and Vitality. 1 map and 1 team goes home.
To this, the final map of this quarterfinal, we've got FURIA and Vitality going blow for blow as we head into Nuke, and a little bit of knifage going on, Jason.
What a dick. He walked all the way around red for an easy knife kill.
Got to be careful about that.
You got
rookie mistakes when it comes to knife round.
That is a very rookie mistake.
I think it's a really important one because now FURIA starts on the T side, after that abysmal T side on Inferno. Let's hope it's just the map and not the team
Yeah, let's hope so. We're about to find out. A good start in the knife round from Apex. It's not too often you talk about a performance in the knife round, but I'm going to give him some credit here. Pissed around live, third and deciding map, loser goes home, winner on to the semi-finals.
And FURIA starting on that T side. We'll see if it's a little better here. Straight out towards Squeaky Door Flames in the middle of the fights. It's going to be ZywOo with the first Apex on the follow-up, and it is not going much better here for FURIA at all to kick off Nuke.
Oh, damn. Apex with these dualies just looking good. Like a cowboy. That's a beautiful shot onto Fallen, and Rops is like, bro, I want to use my Zeus. Chill.
Yeehaw! Is that what cowboys say?
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just checking.
Come on. Come on.
Zeus at the ready. Bang! There we go.
Hop.
When they first added the recharge, I remember Rob Academy.
Oh yeah, he popped into it immediately.
He's like, all right, this is my time.
I mean, even at the start of CS2, right, it was a bit OP, and I think it was in Sydney and on Nuke, and he's just playing all these different spots, inside hut, close
He's doing close ramp room, yeah, was the big one I remember. I'll never forget when the Zeus was $50. That was a wild time. That was a wild time.
He definitely did. Yeah.
Yes, you did, Apex.
Brutally. Well, we've got Tech9s here for FURIA responding with a force buy of their own. It isn't a good force buy. They don't have all the rifles, all the extra utility you would like with no bomb plan. So Vitality should be taking a 2-0 lead here. Actually 3-0 off the back of that.
Oh, potential, yeah. And I mean, even with a buy like this, you've just set up a smoke wall outside. You've only got one smoke remaining on Fallen, so you can't replenish it. You have to utilize this one. Yakinder's going to lead the way across that smoke wall. Fallen stays behind to lurk red box outside. None of that matters if this ramp hit doesn't have any impact.
Apex went down immediately and pre-smoked Secret, so they can just wait it out, FURIA, and Yakinder's going to probably try and apply some pressure before the ramp hit comes in.
Robs is just so patiently waiting. It's waiting for those Tech9s to finally come into that MP9. Flash goes into the hut. Mezzi, get a peek. Not spot anybody, really. And then drop back into the ball side. That's in a leg of sorts. Here comes Fallen. And now Rops is finally going to get his reward for his patience. Here's the peeks. And that's the reward. It's death. Quite quick, in fact.
So I would love to stick around and fight for a second, but the dink means he's got to back away. And all of a sudden, that's a weapon recovered. And down in the vents! Oh, Yakinder can't get it done. Now they drop down into ramp room. Mezzi sees and hears everything, and Apex is ready.
Yeah, Apex out to the left side. Swing, it's just one kill. Then traded out by Yuri, who has that picked up rifle. Mezzi waiting for Fallen, and he will certainly capitalize on his chances. Flames denies even the bomb plant. So, good recovery from Vitality. Got a little messy there in the middle portion of the round.
Yeah, actually, FURIA made that a little bit dangerous, but I mean, a great recovery. ZywOo with his one kill, just everyone getting one kill right when they needed it most to make sure that the advantage stayed with Vitality.
Should have won that round. I don't know how Yakinder doesn't get the kill. That was round defining, really, because here they're in a 4v3, and the Flamesy has no idea Yakinder is that close. Just Yakinder can't connect on the kill, but once Yakinder dies, they lose all the pressure from the other side of the B bomb site.
And it's huge as well that bomb plant gets denied, so you don't get that extra money for even more upgrades.
That was a really cool round design from FURIA. They got Yakinder down Secret, and Fallen is throwing utility to fake an ace split. That moved ZywOo away from Hell towards Windows, just enough time for them to get a kill on Rops. And sure, ZywOo comes back, finds one more, but gets dinked in the process and traded by Fallen.
Ooh.
Damn, Apex, what is this?
Okay, dude, I've never seen him puff off his chest like that. Out in the open, they know he's going to go against Glocks.
That pistol round fired him up.
Yeah, he's hitting some bangers. 8-1 for Apex in these opening 3 rounds. 3-0 for Vitality. Guns will come back into the hands of FURIA. AK-47s and plenty of nades.
I've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Katowice final, first map.
Okay.
I think that was him popping off.
Sure.
Melbourne on the CT side against Falcons as well.
He's good for some pop-offs from time to time. It's just so rare to see him in like the open like this, just being like, please peek me. You know, like I'll take this fight.
Well,
oh, you see him more often sneaking around, do you?
Yeah, little ratty.
All right, they maybe know the smokes now, FURIA. Yes, they do.
Booyah.
But still no one goes outside. We're step one.
Hey.
Upper bus, it's misdirection. They were going into the upper bomb site this whole way. You can see everyone lining up the utility on top of the roof, and there's a lot of defenders. 3 defenders in this upper bomb site.
Oh, Messi, there's a nice double from the back of the bomb site, falling, at least getting the trade, but Zybo's so quick to heaven and so quick down into the bomb site that even though you got that kill, it's already replenished.
The only way you get back into this, okay, he needed that kill. I was gonna say, the only way you get back into this upper bomb site is if Serrato grabs one on the lurk towards vents, but it just doesn't matter anymore. Now Vitality has just restricted your movement anywhere on the map. Gonna get a bunch of upgrades to AK-47s, and that's got Apex feeling like he wants to smash these newbies. I feel like newbie is an insult that's kind of fallen off.
Do you want to bring it back?
I think we should bring it back. It's a strong one. It's a classic.
Sounds very aggressive when Apex says it.
Everyone knows what it means.
And right now, FURIA getting treated like they are newbies. Absolutely. This is destruction from Vitality CT side. Feels like Inferno has continued into Nuke. We'll see how these pistols go.
That was to Yanko's point as well. You just got buried on your T side Inferno. Start on T side Nuke, and if you get out to a slow start, it's just going to compound. It's just going to get exponentially worse, and that's what's happening at the moment.
And that's a somewhat risky call to make when you're 0-3 down, right? Like, you're not playing it slow and utilizing outside and seeing what the CTs are going to do, maybe beta reaction from them that you can punish. You're just calling in freeze time. You're going to throw smokes outside and hit A. And Messi just very strong hold. They can't even get into the bomb site. Similar to Inferno, like you guys mentioned. No bomb plant. So looking like a 5-0 start for Vitality.
Ooh,
hello.
Yeah, feet spotted. Yekindar knocked over by Apex, who goes into the second fight. Fallen's going to win that one on the Tech-9, but a lot more needed to really even think about getting into the bomb site here for a plant. And Rops is locked off the double doors. Fallen's gone and got an AK. And he will take Rops out of the round. 45 seconds remaining.
Damage would be good at the very least.
Yeah.
One more kill, and I think you're really happy if you're Fallen, regardless of what happens for the rest of the rounds.
He's got the right read about Flames' possible position. And
listen, if he gets disrespected, he's got a chance, but they're playing it safe.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah. You got Zywoo and Dark hiding behind the boxes. Flames hit the pause button at secret, not offering up the kills that would allow Fallen into this clutch. And then finally, Flames feels like he's got a good timing to walk up, creep behind Fallen, and take that 5-0 lead.
And another problem with calling what FURIA did in the first gun round is if it doesn't work and now you're 5-0 down, what do you call now?
Sure.
A slow default?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's an easy read for Vitality to make. You know, they're going to do something on some smoke combination, right? Whatever they do, they're not going to play fast in this round. So now if you're FURIA, that's the decision you have to make. Do we go for the obvious call because we're 5-0 down, we simply have to slow it down and play default? Or do we try to be one step ahead of them and call something poppy and then come back into a slow round? Knowing Fallen's way of thinking and calling, I'd expect just a default here and, you know, calming it down a bit, giving your players an opportunity. Molotov and Yekindar are 0-5. Those are your two best players.
Yeah. Well, it also depends, I think, for Fallen as well. Did any of those guys have ideas? Did Yekindar have an idea of what he wants to open? Fallen will be more than happy to call around an opening that one of his stars passes over to him. So we'll see the pace of this. It's looking like the default that you sort of mentioned. Utility to the upper bomb site. Well, you can't default when you already lose a player in the first 10 seconds.
That nade's going to cow. Oh my god, how is it not reach him? Flames gets away that.
It's loving that. Yekindar hears this spam, and he's going to start moving up mini. Apex brought very low. More smoke coming in, but Yekindar's the danger man.
Yeah, they need some kills here. They're getting close to them here on FURIA's side of things, but they need to drop a player, and there's a chance on Zywoo, just couldn't take it. Apex finished off playing a dangerous game in low HP, spamming through those smokes, but his death sells the fact that Flames is unlikely to be in that position, and so Yekindar just walks right by, gets domed, and we've now got Vitality again in a man advantage situation.
I love this from Flamesy. I don't know if I like this follow-up peek, but he's at least going to have information. I thought he might just kind of park himself and chill in warehouse, but I like sliding into Apex's position after his death. Mezzi's going to have a lot of attention as they creep out towards CT Vent. Hasn't seen a thing yet, but this is dangerous. It took him a second.
Got the tink, but Serrato tries to be able to react faster, and so Mezzi goes down. Now Zywoo's turn to try and peek from heaven. Just didn't get the look he was hoping for. And that plant is going to start coming through. Rops now leaving the ramp room. Don't want to give ZywOo a shot at this. Do not give him a chance. Two of your players are incredibly low. Yuri and Kesserado damaged up. They create a crossfire, one directly below Heaven. And Fallen's headshot is likely cancelled out any opportunity to win this one as ZywOo just walks right over the top. Kesserado directly below him. And finally, FURIA able to get around on the T side.
Nice play from Yakinder as well, taking down Apex over in Mini. That kind of mini battle that extended with Flamesy as well. That was sort of the big battle that went on for the round win. Forcing ZywOo back, finding that one frag, but then opening up the site up above. Kesserado just creeping outdoor. Let's see if they can build upon it. The money had grown so much for the Vitality side that this doesn't get much easier even just with that one victory. It's got to be 2 or 3 in a row.
Last round opened up with a Flames kill towards door. This time he's looking to try and get it in lobby. Look at this play from Flames. Oh my god, he goes all the way to the top of the T-roof. This is a wild play from Flames. Hey, ZywOo is spotting that they're crossing outside. Flames knows they're rattling shots off directly below him, but if he just climbs down the ladder, oh, silently dropping. Kesserado is going to be so frustrated. Flames has got that kill. And now 5v4 off the back of wild maneuvers from Flames.
You have to pick up the pace towards inside of your FURIA.
Oh, the collateral as well. Vitality can do no wrong. ZywOo 1 bullet, 2 kills, and Yuri stuck outside. What can you do about that if you're FURIA, Yanko?
Take a timeout is what. Dinko.
I'll be coming up in just a few seconds here.
I was about to say, you know, I'm not sure Flamesy that last round, 4v3, you're pushing through a smoke down secret, overconfident perhaps, with a 5-0 start, and then the reset round, he just goes for the hot push, goes up on the roof, but makes a round-winning play pretty much.
Dude, I bet Kesserado was just like, what the hell is going on?
Got to admire the fearlessness.
Did he really just do that?
Yeah. Well, Yuri gonna try and hang on to the AK. At least that mercy will be given over.
It doesn't really do anything beneficial for him. He can't drop a weapon over. Yakinder will be able to buy in the next round.
He might not even get it.
Everyone else is just going to be so busted.
Oh, well, Rops is coming over. Rops is gonna fall.
Well, Yuri will hang on to the AK-47. 6-1, heading into round number 8.
You said you want to see if FURIA can build on it, Jason. Yeah, no.
They did not. You're exactly right. They didn't. I mean, part of it, again, and this is one of those situations where it's like Flamesy really forces their hand. That kind of a push, that kind of an easy kill. Then with 4 players in secret, Vitality says, well, now they have the information and the rotation is going to start right now. So we've got to pick up the pace and right into the arms of Vitality. But all of that is based off Flamesy making that kind of an aggressive play. And if he doesn't have that confidence, FURIA might be able to do a few more things in that round. But another half of Counter-Strike where FURIA just feels like they don't have any good options and they haven't established enough success to make Vitality feel nervous about anything.
Yeah, they've got one player down secret right now in the form of Yakinder, and the rest going to try and funnel their way through the ramp room. And they're going up against Rops. He doesn't often make mistakes in this position. Knows they're directly above him. They waterfall down. Rops keeps it clean, and if he had just a couple more bullets, he would have killed all 4 players.
It doesn't even matter. Look at the damage it's done. Maladoy and Yuri, neither of them feel like they can be the ones to move into the bomb site to secure it and try and get things planted. Yakinder's coming at some point. He's in secret right now. They're hoping for a mistake, but Vitality in this whole half haven't given him mistakes in these situations.
Rops is maybe one of the few players where I'm okay with him not falling all the way back once they start taking ramp, you know. He sticks around a bit, doesn't want to concede it for free.
Ooh, they're going to pinch ZywOo.
Yeah, they are. Yakinder's oh my god. He actually turns to check it. Goes into the open to fight the low HP players. Could have finished them off with a pistol, but still a small chance here. 15 seconds left. If Mezzi messes up, then sure, but he's not going to do so. He's going to take a double swiftly, giving a 7th round of Vitality.
I appreciate you setting the scene for a tiny chance of that.
Yeah, you know, that 1% opportunity,
that
if it happened.
0.05% chance. Nicely done from Mezzi with the double, and man, Vitality's defense just looks unreal right now. Doesn't even look like FURIA have a chance of breaking through this in any significant way.
Look at this Rob's hole. Like, it's just so sick. Iwu reads the possibility of being pushed on the left side. And Mezzi doesn't mess up. It might be an anticlimactic third map here in the quarterfinals. Molodoi is up, looking to change that. Still looking for his first kill, mind you, on this third map.
They completely shut down our Molodoi and Yakindar. Just one kill between the two of them. Those are the aggressive players, the openers for FURIA.
Well, FURIA walking along the smoke wall, not for long. FlamesY decapitates Yakinder. With the second player there, he could actually stay and fight till he dies if he wanted to. Molotov will force him up. He's going to get another one. Knows the position of Molodoi, who still cannot land a clean shot with the up. Finally, he's got his first frag of this third map.
There's that second player you're talking about. So he's not going to get away. Rops just comes up, replaces his dead teammate. Now Kesserado and Yuri left in a 2v4 with 50 seconds on the clock. Well, that's it as well. That's pretty much the round.
FURIA's not even get a chance to run their strategies and their tactics. They're getting so beat down when they're taking their first level of map control. They're not even able to get to like the final stage, the final play.
Well, they just got past Mezzi. Yuri actually got underneath his crosshair, under his gaze. Oh, that's going to be a little bit frustrating for Mezzi. Gets caught out by Yuri inside of the bomb site now, but Apex is trying to make sure that Kesserado can't join his teammates. Zywu will address the issue inside of the site. And it's just going to feel so frustrating right now for FURIA. They just can't get anywhere, can't get anything going.
I don't know if this is the read because the previous gun round, right, was FlamesY going up roof. So maybe the read from Vitality was, hey, last round they tried to do something outside, but you went up silo and we killed them. Maybe they'll try the same thing now.
Right.
Just be careful about you not going up roof.
And he decided to go secret instead.
Yeah, and
set up a perfect bait and switch.
Yeah, and they had a setup to combat exactly this, right? And the problem is the lurker is relatively passive for FURIA. I mean, the ramps was what was open. Obviously, they can't know that, but that's the benefit you have when you're 7-1 up. You can take these risks, these educated gambles.
Here we go, upper rush. Let's see if this one works out. Spam through, everyone's blind. 1-for-1 on the upper defense initially, but now Zywu gets his perch. Bomb has gone through the smoke to find a kill. That's Yakinder. 2 versus 3 as things settle down.
Yeah, well, the bomb is actually outside now, and Zywu has cut it off from the bomb site, and Yuri's nowhere near it. So, Vitality gets a little bit chaotic, but they handle it. And Yuri's going to walk out of the hut into the winning arms of Mezzi, who instantly blinds his opponent. It's now 9-1.
I mean, you need these last 2 rounds. FURIA has to have them. There's not enough of a door ajar to make a comeback in the second half unless you get at least a 3, I think.
Yeah, and even with the 3, it's...
I think it's just hard. It's very hard to play when Vitality is playing well. It's hard to play against them, right? First and foremost. And the second thing is, they're 9-1 up. They're playing with a lot of confidence. So in those situations, usually you need to try and exploit that, right? So they're going to be quick on the rotates. They're going to be aggressive, try to make plays. So either you just take some map control in force and then wait for a reaction and try to punish them, or you try to throw some sort of a double fake, right? Like, because they're going to be quick on that rotate and
I know what you mean.
Try to outposition them. It's not going to be easy either way because they might still just wreck you on the aggressive play, but that's what the idea has to be.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think Vitality's just been so good. I think FURIA's probably thinking along the same lines. They just can't win any of the early fights. I don't remember the last time I've seen them with the man advantage.
Zywu confidently peeking towards red, aggressive with the AWP, and he's blinded. Actually gets forced off the angle into the smoke. He'll go. Yakinder trying to catch him. Actually does a lot of damage, but Zywu gets away with it. Now Yakinder into a fight with Rops, and he's going to win it.
Second opening of the half for FURIA.
There we go. Look up top. Yakinder's going to get traded off. This is... Ooh, Molodoi gets a blind kill. Yakinder, there's a time limit on your life.
Oh,
what it looks like. Oh, he doesn't clean it up.
Got a grenade, though.
That nade should... Oh, my Lord almighty! Well, get owned.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's a Hugo classic.
He'll let you have that one. Just over a minute left, and here's the reaction from FURIA to try and get into the A bomb site for a finish. Mezzi's landing some bullets to the smoke, but not stopping them. And so FURIA, 4v2, bomb going down. There's one of the 2 remaining that you needed.
I can't believe Yikinder actually got that kill.
A nice little parting gift.
But look what it took for FURIA to get something positive on the board. Yikinder with an opening kill, Yikinder with the follow-up as well, but he had to be so hyper-aggressive outside. Mezzi and ZywOo got all the cash in the world, so I mean, you can go for this and just see what happens, and it's not going to matter in the slightest.
Yeah, flash coming in towards ZywOo, turns around, still gets a kill. Mezzi now waiting at heaven. Directly below him though, the next target, and it's not going to be easy for him to get past Kez Dorado. A second round found for FURIA.
A second round for FURIA.
A lot of money, as you mentioned. Vitality have no issues there, so really, really strong buy coming up here. And another difficult round ahead of FURIA. And I think you're highlighting how difficult it was to win this round. I think it just points towards how difficult it's going to be to get 3. That's just so sick.
So funny to me.
I don't know, there's some prep from Vitality too. Like, they've been leaving ramp a lot open or weak, right? So maybe that's something they saw where FURIA doesn't utilize it as much in gun rounds, or at least not early on in the rounds.
Keep our eye on Rops, number 6 in this round, to see when he takes some liberties. ZywOo jumping, was looking for that shot. Yikinder going to try and make it into big garage.
Dude.
Smoke broken open, but good pathing. He falls back, stays alive.
Apex is coming up secret to have a look as well, or he's just going to hold down to make sure Yikinder can't keep moving forward. In fact, Yikinder is going to change up his avenue of attack and come in through main. It's Mezzi ripped off the top of the hut, but then he goes into the open and immediately hands back his life to ZywOo.
Okay, ZywOo in the upper bomb site drops in now. Apex and FlamesY had a kill apiece, and now only Fallen and Molodoy.
Oh.
And right back into the angle. ZywOo feeling confident. FlamesY going to turn away, and he should be fine.
Yeah, Flames on top height. Things go silent for a moment. Knows Molodoy still in there. Well, they've got 50 seconds. They've still got a decent amount of time to try and make something happen here at FURIA. And where do they decide to go? So Fallen currently running his way towards the ramp room. Molodoy still sticking around to see if anybody decides to cross over that door. But what does come to the door is a smoke, and Fallen removed by Rops on the sniper. It is now just Molodoy attempting a 1v3. He just picks up the bomb now, and he has to worry because Rops is holding this with an AWP. Oh, and just even getting the bomb proves very difficult for Molodoy.
Respect.
And then he fumbles the movement.
hell out of
he
it.
gives it a good go. Just couldn't do much about it. And right now, it looks like Team Vitality are destined for a semi-final.
dive into the ocean. I'm gonna swim towards the sun. I'm scared of nothing, quickly becoming contender for the number one.
Door pushing, I'm blind.
As well.
Three door. Maybe going, could go vent.
Kevin,
Three door. One more door.
Dead.
In the smoke. Main, one main. Main door.
I have door.
Cannot go vent. Go down someone. Last was door.
I need door.
I think. Careful that. It cannot be down. Should be lobby too. Okay. I have ramp.
I have hut.
Yeah, you're good like that. Nice!
Semi-finals for Vitality, just 3 rounds away. FaZe awaits them in that matchup. They've got to get there first, and they're right on the cusp of it. A pistol round could bring them over the line. And right out of the gate, Vitality going to play with confidence. They played with all map long, a ramp rush, but Fallen shuts it down.
Good start. There's 3 players here right now for the FURIA defense. If there is one area of the map they were hoping Vitality rushed into, it was this room. And they've taken away the first 2 members of the attack, and Vitality's going to hit pause and look for plan B.
Yeah, but there should be no way to lose this if you're FURIA. I feel like the only way you can lose it is if you start pushing. If you start taking fights long range and just start trying to win the round right now too early, if you start pushing for information or to shrink the map, that's how Vitality can find the kills. If FURIA just play it passively, just kind of chill, keep their eye on everything, force Vitality to commit into you, and it's going to be all easy from there, but getting pulled apart.
It's never fully easy, but in the end, Yukindot keeps it super clean. 3 different headshots in 3 different angles. And the 3rd round for FURIA.
Round by round.
Yeah, 1 step at a time.
No rush.
Yeah, they don't have anywhere to be. There's no dinner. There's no reservation set.
Anything is possible. They just need to get rolling a little bit. Like, Vitality is forcing, right? If you win this and the anti-eco following, it's 10-5. You win the first gun round, the half-buy, it's 10-7 all of a sudden. You're only 3 rounds away. That's the mindset you have to have.
Well, let's see if it works out for FURIA. Here is the force.
Oh.
Okay, so another smoke have to be deployed just to fill that little gap in. Vitality pausing, letting the nades come through. And now they'll run towards Secret, and unfortunately for Apex, he gets caught on that cross. So an opening for FURIA.
Really nice tracking. Nobody's dropped, though. Nobody has fallen just yet. Oh, it's good damage right at the end. Another nade deep, and Flamesy going to catch the tail end of it. Now we have Fallen who's dropped, but they're coming in quick, and he's not going to be in a great position.
He's worried that door could swing open at any time, and it can, and there's the dink, and there's the kill. Now they're flooding through, and this could be a big problem here for FURIA. Oh no, Utility's starting to burn back Molodoy and Yukindot. And Vitality have the space, they have the plant, and this will come down to a retake.
There's one more flashbang on Flamesy. I don't know where he would put that into play quite yet.
Yukindot and Molodoy trying to deal with the threat of Mezzi, but the problem is Rops is so clean on that peek out. And then maybe 1 step at a time, but they've tripped at the first hurdle. They face planted, there's dirt in their mouth, and FURIA are just crawling away in embarrassment as the force buy pays off for Vitality. A 4v5 conversion as well, because they lost Apex on the cross-down Secret to kick off the round, and they still get into the lower bomb site.
I feel like sometimes the rotations for FURIA to that lower bomb site on this map on their CT side are a little bit haggard. I think they get really beaten by it this time around. Apex already talking some smack. 11-3.
Don't look at me, mate. Don't look at me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Molodoy can't really look him in the eye right now, hasn't been.
Oh, he can't see him past the monitor as well, so it's no big deal with Yukinder. It's for the other guys I think Apex is talking to.
Let's fucking go! No!
Oh, I love this guy. I love him. 11-3.
I was starting to believe, Yank. Honestly, your speech inspired me. I thought maybe that would be enough. You're starting to see the world in which FURIA come back, but...
That's why I'm sitting here with you, Dingo.
That's right. Poor you. Well, we've got the rest of the series to enjoy. It might just be a couple of rounds. Here's a 1-for-1. ZywOo and Yuri, blow for blow, as the ramp rush comes through as well from the CT side's perspective, and all of a sudden, just Mezzy. All right, everybody else is gone. He's now lonely as he goes down the vent. And Yekindar, oh, he wants a bit of the action. He wants to chase after him.
Respect to Mezzy. He's just trying to get the plant down. He's not even trying to win the round. He just wants the bonus money. Yekindar's not going to run. He's going to get the kill. It's just a matter of time. It's all good, but the extra cash is there for Vitality. But FURIA survive. Just barely. A nice lobby crunch from Ramp Room puts a halt to that upper hit.
Interesting to see, you know, Vitality go for something like this instead of just playing a slow round outside, right? You just got the reset, so they most likely won't even have guns. I think they had one FAMAS. So, you know, supposedly you'd like to take advantage of the long range, but Apex may be trying to proceed that.
Trying to hit an uppercut?
Yeah,
I like this, though. Buying again. Let's go. Let's see. They've got an AK for ZywOo, Galil's on Apex and Flames, Tech9 out for Rops, and Mezzy. I've just seen a couple rounds ago. It's enough.
I mean, yeah, I'm not necessarily against it, but on the other side, I think this is exactly what FURIA would want to make her comeback happen, right? Is let me fight you as many times when you're force buying, when you only have a few rifles and not the greatest rifles and not all the utility.
Yeah. I'll just try not to lose this time.
Yeah, that's the other side of things. Yes.
Second. Give it another go, another try, and that grenade is certainly going to help. It's going to be Flames and ZywOo. A lot of their health chunked off as Mezzy throws out the smoke wall. Fallen looking to be disruptive. They actually cross before the smoke's plume, and then it's Flames at range, ripping Fallen off the side. So it's an opening kill for Vitality, despite taking the initial damage. Oh, the push through. It's only a 1-for-1. Mezzy with a fantastic trade, and it puts Vitality into a 4v3, and Mezzy's even reading the possibility of the push.
Who cares about Mezzy when you got Rops under heaven?
Yeah, well,
this position is sick.
He's going to hear the drop down into the bomb site as well. Grabs the AK. He knows someone's just dropped into the site.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can just climb up heaven.
It's brilliant information, and there's no way for anyone to know this timing. And he just gets to sit and wait and just pick and choose when he wants to enter into the bomb site.
He's got it. That's Yuri gone. No problem. Rops again. Just always behind them.
And both the other FURIA players are downstairs at the lower bomb sites. So as long as Rops is just saying, guys, come on up. I got everything.
Here comes Yekindar. He's been spotted. Can't really go at the vent anymore. Rops has got that on lockdown. You
got to save or you go secret and try and retake through mini, but that ain't going to happen either. Apex is already pushing this. Shadow shows. Good kill from Yekindar. There's no kit, and they have the op on Molodoy, so a really tough decision to make. Do you go for this? Molodoy doesn't seem all that motivated, and Yekindar is even going towards red box, so 12 rounds for Vitality.
Series point.
See, I don't know where I stand now. I said I want FURIA to make it competitive. They don't need to win. They won a map, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's competitive.
But it's the way the last two maps went.
But they got stomped on the other two maps. That's not competitive, Jason.
I'll tell you this, because a wise man once told me, talking about the Mao's Best of 5 series against Vitality, that people were saying was close because it was 3-2, but the 3 maps they lost were all blowouts. This was you as the wise man, and you said it wasn't a close series.
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to do the reveal? I would have just agreed with you wholeheartedly and said that's the smartest thing I ever heard.
Because I want the people to know. I'm here for the people.
People know, man. People listen to Talking Counter. They know. Smart people do, at least. 12-4 for Vitality.
Moving along.
Series point. They have FaZe Clan. Yes, that's right. Not Spirit. FaZe Clan waiting in the semi-final for the winner of this series.
Who would have thought that would be the case? We'll see how that series goes down, and Serato, he's going to start with a kill on Rops. We'll see if it ends here and now. It would be a 4v5 conversion into a series win for Vitality. It would be a 4v5 conversion with 2 MAC-10s.
All right, ZywOo, holding down lobby for the moment. Can hear all the Vitality calms in the studio. Oh, there's a molly there still. Let's go pick it up.
Yep. Galil now in the hands of Flames.
Kind of fitting that Flamesy would pick up the molly.
I guess it's just a late,
poetic.
Yeah.
A late round
fire poem for you.
Squeaky walkout.
Don't try to predict what they're going to do, Jason. There's a lot of time left.
I know, but I'm trying to think of what, like, they got one person lurking outside. That would be Apex. I imagine he'd try and work his way in towards Mini as he smokes it off.
He knows.
He knows, but he hasn't really got the gun for it, has he? A Mac 10 versus the FAMAS at that kind of range. Easy for Yukindar to come out on top of it. 35 seconds. Is this it? Will Vitality win a 3v5 and then the series? Well, they flashed themselves in the face. And so a big feeling of disgrace as Flames is left with a Galil. Trying to figure out what he can do, and the answer to that is nothing. An extra round of play coming right up. Maybe even more, because the money's broken now for Vitality.
Yep, they are going to have to, well, force buy. They have no losing bonus.
But they've never lost a force buy in the second half.
Yeah, well, there's a first time for everything. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, the self-flash is not a great look for the Vitality side coming out of Squeak. Made things nice and easy for Yukindar, so completely bought in and invested his Vitality. 7 rounds remaining to find that final round to secure the semi-final berth against FaZe.
Hold on, wait for the nades, and go. Apex and ZywOo leading the somewhat of a charge as they go towards Secret. And everybody's down there now. Everybody's coming towards Yukindar. He's jump spotting, he's playing it safe, not putting himself in too much danger here. Sees the heads, runs down into the bomb site, climbs up into the rafters again.
Gonna have to call a teammate over for support though, and that's gonna be Fallen coming from ramp room. Doors are open as well, so Flashbang comes in. Vitality start to make their move. Crossfire set up, and they don't have the weapons. Should be a relatively simple, straightforward round.
Yeah, Fallen making sure that they get those clean kills once the final attack comes in. He's out of ammo in the Galil. ZywOo got a second kill from the Flames.
I think the kill on Molodoi actually kind of confused him with where the next guy was gonna be.
Yeah, that was a 4K from Fallen, handling the pressure. All right, halfway there for FURIA. This one should be free.
I think the scary thing for FURIA right now is whoever calls the next timeout or whenever there's a chance to breathe, before the next gun round, you just need to turn to Molodoi at some point and try and get him to snap back into the game, trying to get him hyped up. He's got 3 kills. He had a very quiet, rough first half. He had a pretty rough Inferno as well, so you have to imagine young kid fresh off his first MVP ever is feeling the shock of a completely different kind of performance.
Now we know how different FURIA CT side can be when he's performing. And he's showing up with that AWP. Yukindar's going to hear a lot of steps to the top of them right now.
They're 3 gun rounds away. That's what FURIA needs. 3 gun rounds.
There's a Molodoi
pick. They can take it to OT. Molodoi can get like a highlight round.
Yep.
In the next gun round, let's say. Boost his confidence up. We might have a game, boys.
Still has potential. Rop's the last remaining. That's the big thing, though. I think it's not just the highlight round. The highlight round would serve to help Molodoi put some fear in Vitality, just slow them down across the map, right? If you never know, is he going to be outside? Is he going to be ramp room, taking an aggressive peek upper?
Right.
If you start giving him a few different looks, you start making Vitality play a little bit more honest, which they haven't had to do throughout this whole map because they've just been steamrolling you. 21 kills on ZywOo to lead the server. Yukindar has 18 as next up.
Well, here comes another gun round. This is one of the 3 Yanko's been talking about. A case out for Vitality. We'll see what Apex decides to call. I see outside smokes landing straight away. And Rops to the ramp room. Yukindar backed up by Fallen. He's going to be taking up position a little bit further into the radio room. Oh, Yukindar is sensing it. Oh, this is going to be a big risk and a big play. And he's got a dink and nothing else. Yukindar goes down. Rops to the opener. And Vitality now 3 kills away from semifinals. It's now just Fallen and Kesarado.
I feel like that was a very limp lobby crush. Like it almost wasn't fully meant to be a crunch in the way that it was positioned to be. All that aggression just completely swatted aside. Molodoi's AWP is no longer on the map. 2 versus 4.
Smoke down in front of Squeaky.
Kesarado can still be a factor here. And Fallen, they're both in a good position for where Vitality is. They'll need to step up to keep FURIA alive. Does Fallen have one more comeback in him.
One last dance, as it were.
Get out.
Caserado waiting. Rob's not overextending into his crosshair. Eventually, he will go forward. Now, Caserado's position given away with 30 seconds left. It's Fallen who has to step up, and then Saiwu catches him. Caserado left alone. A 1v3. He's taking the first, but the bomb's down on B. And Caserado will have to march his way down there to deal with Zaiwu and Mezzi. But he's walking in there wounded. He's got 38 HP left to his name. And the most likely outcome of the next few seconds here is Vitality confirming themselves a spot in the semifinals. Zaiwu waits on the stairway. Caserado is coming ever closer. A quick clear and a quick kill. It is Vitality who head into the semifinals. The semis are set. We've got FaZe Clan versus Vitality on one side, and on the other, it's Falcons versus Malice. This is a Vitality who dominated the first half of the year in 2025, who've come into the second season, haven't been able to win it.